The following is a special presentation of ABC Sports.
Good afternoon and happy Mother's Day to all the wonderful mothers out there. Welcome to Columbus, Ohio, and Ohio Stadium on the campus of The Ohio State University. I'm Mark Jones along with Tim Brandt and Julie Moran on a beautiful sunny spring day. Well, for those of you expecting to see the game between Barcelona and San Antonio, that game has been delayed. Why? Well, there's a look why. Just a few moments ago, the Barcelona team arrived after being stuck in traffic for close to an hour behind a major accident on the highway leading to Montjuic Stadium. There's a look at head coach Jack Bicknell, who finally had his team weave its way through the traffic and on, out of the bus, jog, and into the locker room. Put those pads on and strap it up, fellas. We'll update you on that game once it gets underway at about 1:45 Eastern Time. Right here on this side of the world, where the traffic is good and the teams have no trouble getting to the stadium, the Knights take on the Glory in a battle between two North American East Division teams. Tim, it's been a season, well, a Jekyll and Hyde season for both squads.
It has. Look at these numbers. In the first 4 games, the New York, New Jersey Knights had some heartbreakers. 3 losses by a total of 13 points, and these numbers tell the story. The last 3 weeks, they've really reversed those numbers, outscored opponents, won 3 straight, and are now back in the hunt for the wild card. Ohio had beaten themselves 6 straight times with fumbles, interceptions, more than 40 penalties. And as you look at the Glory miscues, last week they eliminated those, penalized only once, and they beat Frankfurt, giving Larry Little his first win as professional head coach. So both clubs have reversed their fortunes and are now winning.
And there's a look at the head coach Larry Little, a 14-year NFL veteran, played 12 seasons with the Miami Dolphins, was an all-pro, former offensive lineman of the year in the AFC. And on the other sideline, head coach Darryl Mouse Davis, one of the fathers of the run and shoot.
Absolutely. In his second year, he restored the roar with the Lions as the offensive coordinator with Wayne Fonts. He, of course, has taken that run and shoot to another level, and he believes in it firmly, and he has got it working now.
The Knights are in the playoff hunt. They've won 3 games in a row coming into this contest. Ohio last week won its first game in franchise history, and they did it in dramatic fashion. As we look at the standings right now in the North American East Division coming into this contest, Orlando has already clinched with a record of 7-1. The Knights standing at 3-4 right now. If they win out, they have a shot at making a wild card spot.
I think a very real shot. Of course, as you say, they've got to win out. They can't afford another loss, but they got off to that slow start, but they are right back in this thing.
Ohio has won the coin toss, and they have elected to receive. Kendall Traynor kicking it off for the Knights, and back deep, it's Adam Walker. Takes it on his own 2-yard line. And Adam Walker is stacked up just shy of the 22 by Dennis Tripp and Dan Land. So we're underway on a beautiful sunny day here in Ohio. Starting quarterback is Pat O'Hara out of University of Southern California. Last week, he took his team and marched it down the field, 12 plays, 67 yards for an opening score. The backs and the receivers, Amir Rasul and Walter Wilson. Rasul is the second leading rusher in the World League. Walter Wilson leads the World League with 49 catches. Mike Graybill and Ben Jefferson are 2 monstrous-sized tackles. Keep your eye on them. 1st and 10 for the Glory. And they try to establish the running game with Rasul, and he slips back to the 20.
That's something that's been missing the last couple of weeks. There has been no running game. They averaged only 1.9 yards per carry last week.
Now look at the defense. Woods, Miklas, Marlett, and Brian Smith up front. They're the top defense in this division. Wes Pritchett and Ron Sancho, 2 tough linebackers. Sancho leads the team in sacks, and Richard Carey is going to be matched up against Walter Wilson, so keep your eye on that one.
Keep an eye on number 49, too. Philander Newton had a monstrous game last week against London. 2nd down, and they hand off to Rasul again, and he'll, well, almost lost a couple of yards and almost made it back to the 20. He's
Tackled by Dan Land.
Mark, we just talked about the problems they had in that running game last week, the last several weeks, talking to some of the players. They feel now perhaps Amir Rasul, who started this year with such great promise, 152 yards in his first game, has now lost a little bit of confidence. So they've got to get him back into this ball game, try to get him a couple of big gainers, and really try to rebuild that confidence as he comes out on 3rd and long.
Rasul is out of Florida A&M University. Adam Walker comes in to take his place. 3rd down and 11. Ohio's been in this situation too many times for Larry Little's liking this season. O'Hara to pass, and he's sacked back at the 12-yard line by Pat Marlett. A loss of 8 yards, and they'll have to punt it away. A lot of pressure coming from that Knights front 4.
And this is the kind of pressure they had last week as well. Marlatt coming, watch him now. 94 just blows by his man. That's Ken Vines. We'll keep an eye on that matchup all day, but there's not much to that. If Vines doesn't throw a block, Marlatt will be there all day. That's the pressure they had on Gelball last week.
Yeah, Pat O'Hara spent too much time on his wallet and on the turf this season. They've given up a lot of sacks. Here's Ruin to punt it. And this is Davis Smith, who takes it on the run at his own 45. Is now inside the 34. Actually, that was on the Ohio 45. A 33-yard punt and a return of 11 yards. And, hey, the Knights are going to have great field position. Want to remind you again that if you wanted to see that Barcelona-San Antonio game, it's been delayed, and they're about to kick it off in about maybe 30 minutes from now, at about 1:45 Eastern time. It has been a very frustrating year for the Ohio Glory right from the very beginning. They started the season in Orlando. They had a chance to win this game, and it came down to a crucial drive with seconds remaining. Babe Laufenberg was the starting quarterback, and look what happened. He threw an interception as time began to wind down, and they lost that one. The next week, it was the same story. Then weeks later in San Antonio, O'Hara on his back.
Oh, no, Pat! We have hit rock bottom today.
But then, just last week, Jerry Corrick from 46 yards out for the win. And he nails it. Jubilation for head coach Larry Little. A big win for his squad. And there's a calmer Larry Little. Boy, I haven't seen him move that fast in a long time.
He looks calm, but I tell you what, inside he's got to be churning because the offense got absolutely nothing in their first series. And now, as Reggie Slack comes on, the field has really been shortened for him. He takes over inside the 35.
Slack with 8 touchdown passes, 5 interceptions on the season. He's the #2 rated quarterback in the World League. He's the key to this run and shoot attack.
Opposite.
You got 3 receivers to the bottom of your screen. Slack hands it off to Chris McLemore, and a nice play by Charles Jackson, who nailed McLemore for a loss. It's time for a little Cabbage Patch dancing.
Boy, I tell you what, he deserves it after that. He came through strongly, quickly. Watch this. Here's a guy who had a bruised shoulder earlier in the year. It slowed him down, bothered him all year. But watch him here. Again, no block. They pull that man. He comes off his hip and makes the play. He read it, he reacted, and he made the stop. Big play by Charles Jackson. 6'3", 300-pounder.
That was a loss of 4 yards on first down. 2nd down and 14. Monty Gilbreth going in motion. Slack goes back to pass. Pressure from the backside, and he steps up. Slack takes off and is pushed out of bounds at the 33-yard line. Couldn't find any of his receivers open that time. And speaking of the receivers, as we look at them, Kip Lewis is the top receiver. He comes in with 29 receptions for 315 yards, but they have 4 receivers that have caught over 20 passes. A lot of balance. Baines, Truitt, Hussar, Baldwin, and Chris Dyko on the offensive line.
A.J. Jimerson is really upset. He had Slack and let him go. If there's been a word that they've heard an awful lot in practice this week for the Glory, it's been containment. They know the mobility of Reggie Slack. They want to contain him, keep him in the pocket.
Ohio's defense put in a lot of extra time this week watching films on how to stop Reggie Slack. Whistle down and a flag on the play. And while we sort this one out, let's look at this
Before the
defensive
snap, number 77 offense, repeat 3rd down.
Kent Wells keys that front 4. Wells is 6'3", 290 pounds out of Nebraska. George Coots is one of the linebackers to keep your eye on. He's the leading tackler out of East Carolina. And on the corner, Aaron Ruffin has been their most consistent performer all season. We're here in Columbus, and in Barcelona, they're going to get underway in about half hour.
It's critical that the Glory get a lot of pressure here. 3rd down and long. They've backed them up somewhat.
Slack drops back. Under pressure, gets it away to Monty Gilbreth, and it's broken up nicely that time. Broken up by Jason Wallace.
First, the pressure comes from Butts. Watch him. Both sides the push. Here on the left side of your screen, you'll see him break through. Here comes Butts. Gets the pressure on Slack. He has to throw off balance. Ruffin comes up and knocks the ball away at the very last second. Extremely well done.
Now, this Ohio defense has played well all season. They've had a few bad moments, but they've done a relatively good job. Liljadal now punts it. And let's see where this one's spotted. Better down that thing, because we had some controversy last week over a ball, whether it was ruled down or not. A 37-yard punt and a nice one placed at the 1-yard line. Stick around. We got more on Mother's Day in the World League.
I'd do anything for my baby. Anything for my baby.
Nice car.
Trade you.
Anything for my baby. Baby Ruth.
If you're nuts about nougat, crazy for caramel, and absolutely wild about peanuts, you'd do anything for a Baby Ruth.
Anything for my baby.
Hey, that's my car.
Baby Ruth.
Ace means quality, so look for this name.
I know you're getting the very best.
Right, Dad.
Ace Motor Oil is best buy priced at just 69 cents a quart, and control pests with Ace insect sprays, just $3.88 each.
Ace label product.
Another reason why Ace is the play.
For you.
Big news. All Goodyear Eagles are on sale now. Save big on every Goodyear Eagle Performance Radial. Act fast and you'll see why we say the best tires in the world and in your neighborhood have Goodyear written all over them.
Don't look good.
Well, you're stuck here.
Oh, man, how we gonna get out of here, man? Wait a minute. Sound like, isn't that? Sure looks like it.
That's that new KFC honey barbecue chicken.
New KFC Honey Barbecue Fried Chicken in Lake Edna or your neck of the woods. Now try new KFC Honey Barbecue Chicken, 8 pieces, just $5.99, or a 2-piece snack, just $1.99.
World League Football. Brought to you by Kentucky Fried Chicken. Nobody's cooking like today's KFC. By Menon. There's no better way to face the day than with Speed Stick by Menon. By Baby Ruth. I'd do anything for my baby, Baby Ruth. And by Chrysler Corporation and its divisions, proud sponsors of the 1992 U.S. Olympic team.
Here in Columbus, Ohio, 0-0. And if you expected to see the San Antonio-Barcelona game, that has been delayed, and we will update you on the score once it gets underway. Pat O'Hara's backed up on the 1-yard line, and did they get it out? This might be a safety, but they spot it just over the goal line. Wes Pritchett led the charge for the Knights. Wow.
What a play by Pritchett. He cheated to the right side. He was guessing on the play. He came through and made a stop. Pritchett was just outstanding. Watching him position himself on the right side. Here he comes through. You can see his helmet clearly. Makes the stop in the back of the end zone. See number 50? And then Rasul just lunged forward to get out. Here comes Rasul. Here's the hit. Still behind the line. Now, extra effort just pushes it through awfully close to a safety.
That was Lydell Carr trying to pull some space open for Ohio. O'Hara going upstairs now. Has the man, and he overthrows Walter Wilson. And Walter Wilson issues a warning of sorts to cornerback Richard Carey.
Look how soft he's playing on the corner. Again, there's no bumping in this league, so they play soft on the corner. They won't come up and cheat and try to force you one way or the other. This is a very aggressive defense, so the Knights play, and they play a lot of man coverage.
He just ran right by him that time.
Sure did.
3rd down and 10. The ball on the 1 foot yard, 1 foot line. Backs are split. O'Hara throws. Melvin Patterson, and he could go. It's a foot race from here on in. 99 yards, yes or no? He's got the juice and he's got enough gas.
They came right back to him. Carey had let him go free, playing soft on the corner the play before, and they overthrew him. This time, Carey cheats up on the corner. Look at him. He's not as far off. Stop it right there. All right, 6 yards. He's already cleared him. He says, if I'm even, I'm leaving. Passes him by. The safety, Land, doesn't get over 33 in time. They hit him in the seam. He just outraces them the rest of the way. 99 yards, but Carey tried to close the gap, play harder on the corner. When he cheated up, they ran by him, and the safety never covered.
Melvin Patterson might be called for the paramedics soon. Almost ran out of gas at the end. Jerry Corrick nails the extra point, and it's 7-0. Strike up the band in Columbus. The Glory are off to a great start here early with 9:56 remaining in the first quarter. It's 7-0 for the Glory.
For tires, there's only one name I look up to.
America's #1 name in tires,
And there's one tire store that I trust.
is now at America's #1 tire store. Goodyear comes to Sears, and all Goodyear Eagles at Sears are on sale. Save up to 25%.
What could be more American? Goodyear at Sears.
All Eagles now on sale at Sears, America's #1 tire store.
Who's going to back you better than Sears?
Retirement is not something you can just dive into. It takes careful preparation, the right equipment. That's why so many people save for retirement with the MetLife annuity. Your retirement income can be guaranteed. You can save as much as you like, and the interest is tax-deferred. Talk to a MetLife rep about annuities. Let us show you how to retire in style. Get Met. It pays.
Alka-Seltzer Plus Sinus Allergy takes on the toughest allergies.
Yard work makes my allergies go crazy. But Alka-Seltzer Plus works great. Even relieves my watery eyes. Good thing. It's a big lawn.
Alka-Seltzer Plus, tough medicine for tough allergy symptoms.
A&W Root Beer Frosty Mug taste, take 1.
Action! Wow, is this
Does
frosty?
yours taste
as frosty as mine?
Taste as frosty as
Give me my Frosty Mug back.
What are you, nuts?
No, actually, we're fruit.
A&W, we've got that frosty mug taste.
For these drivers, there's only one goal, to make the field in the world's greatest auto race. The Indianapolis 500 time trials continue today on ABC Sports.
Melvin Patterson accepting congratulations after his 99-yard touchdown pass and catch play.
That's a World League record here in Ohio Stadium.
Jerry Corr kicks it off. The ball dribbles down to the 7-yard line where it's picked up by Cornell Burbage. And Burbage is pushed out of bounds at the 40 by the kicker, Corrick.
Interesting on that last play, how they set Carey up. He played so soft on the first play when they overthrew him. Now look, he closes the gap here. He's only about 4 yards off, if that. So Land doesn't come over. He comes up and doesn't get back, and they hit him in the seam. Now this is the angle that O'Hara had. Watch. 1, 2, 3, stop, sees it. Nice little touch pass in between the safety in the corner, and then it's all over after that. Wilson just turns it loose. There's the #1 receiver, or Patterson rather. There's Patterson at 99 yards.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again. Dial Melvin Patterson's number. First and 10 now for the Knights. Slack to pass. Goes out to the near sideline, completes it. Close to the first down marker to Lonnie Turner. Right at about the 49-yard line. Lonnie Turner, one of those small, very quick receivers out of Cal State Pomona.
Well, he's a long-time veteran, too. Considered the leader of the corps, 31 years old. Played in the USFL with the LA Express. Took passes from Young out there.
Turner able to concentrate a lot better this week. He's from South Central Los Angeles and was extremely worried about his family back there. They're okay. Here's Reggie Slack. All day to pass and now fires over the middle.
Touchdown.
It's a touchdown. Lonnie Turner, 50 yards, pulled it out of the defender's hands. And they come back and strike quickly. Reggie Slack laid it up and found Paydirt at the other end.
You have to wonder how that can happen. But watch this. Reggie Slack has absolutely no pressure and has all day to throw. Stop it right here. Now look at this. Perfect coverage. Perfect protection. He waits. Can he clear? Still waits. Can he clear? Now goes deep. Now watch 31 Adams in blue. Has his beat on it. Goes for the interception. Turner takes it away from him.
Trainer adds the extra point, and we are deadlocked at 7 apiece. Hey, let's forget about that short stuff. Just go up top. Run and gun and shoot them up and sleep in the streets. It's the World League.
Well, you're stuck here.
Where's here?
This is Lake Edna.
Lake Edna!
Hammer.
Wait a minute. Sound like it's gonna be another one of those. Isn't that? Sure looks like it.
That's that new KFC honey barbecue chicken.
Yo, this is one of those records when the
KFC Honey Barbecue Fried Chicken. Something new in Lake Edna or your neck of the woods.
One oil filter traps 80% more dirt than the leading competitor. Clearly, that's Motorcraft. Motorcraft quality parts from Ford.
With automatic transmission, power steering, a fuel-injected engine, and an extremely roomy interior. Think of it as a luxury car with a very large trunk. Ryder, we're there when you need us.
Of all denture adhesives, only one holds the strongest, and it's just taken a turn for the better. Fix-It-Int's new Easy Twist Cap. It's bigger, it's a snap to open, and it's one more reason to Fix-A-Dent and forget it.
I don't need some fancy cologne to tell me I'm a man. I use Skin Bracer. It smells great, but it also cools and tones my skin. Confidence is very sexy, don't you think?
Skin Bracer Aftershave by Menon.
You are wasting film.
Who's America's Funniest Mom? It's a special Mother's Day edition of Funniest Home Videos.
Things that make you go, Happy Mother's Day, Mom.
Sunday.
We're tied at 7 apiece in Columbus, Ohio. Mark Jones along with Tim Brandt and Julie Moran, and we have got the makings of a big-time shootout here. Reggie Slack, the quarterback behind the maze of players and personnel on the sidelines there, has just thrown a touchdown pass of 50 yards to Lonnie Turner. Here's Adam Walker. And Walker is out to the 23-yard line. Reggie Slack, the number 2 rated passer in the World League. He's not giving anybody any kind of slack. Owns the World League record of 16 straight completions.
Well, he's also thrown more touchdowns than interceptions now. You can see his confidence growing every week. He's getting the repetitions now he was not getting in the NFL. And he, I think, illustrated at Auburn what he's capable of. He's very mobile. He's got that strong arm. He reads well. He's smart. And now the light's gone on with all these repetitions, and he's just getting a tremendous amount of confidence.
Reggie Slack, a very...
83 on the defense, 82 on the offense.
We have an injured player on the field, and it looks like it's Darren Willis.
You know, talking about Reggie Slack, as we look at him work on Willis, he's on loan from the Oilers. Injured his left shoulder, sat out a little bit. But 2 weeks ago, he came in and hit his first 9 passes against Montreal. Ended up going 19 of 25 and 3 touchdowns. Came in last week and lit up London. And now he strikes back here after falling back 7-0. Hits the big touchdown pass, and we're tied at 7.
On November 11th, 1940, a legend was born in Toledo, Ohio. Jeep. Jeep earned its stripes before most of us were out of knickers. Tough, unstoppable, go anywhere, get the job done.
But I'll lay odds, a lot of people don't know that Jeep is part of Chrysler.
So now it's our job to keep the legend alive. And this is where we'll do it. Our new billion-dollar assembly plant in Detroit, Michigan. Before the first Jeep came down the line, our workers had the most intensive quality training in the history of Chrysler. And this is a new Jeep Grand Cherokee, a lot more room inside, and the only sport utility with four-wheel analog brakes and a driver's airbag standard. Every inch a Jeep. To some people, Jeep is for climbing to the top of the world or just going out on the town. To us, Jeep is what all four-wheel drives are measured against. Always will be. Hey, in this business, you lead, follow, or get out of the way.
Shine a light on you, shine a light on me. Keep your Bud Light shining for everyone to see. Cuts clean through your thirst, never leaves you flat. Outshining all the others that from Bud Light shine.
If you're into looking good, get into Bud Light. Clean, fresh taste won't fill you up. Never let you down.
You can taste it, you can feel it, you know you got it right. Everything else is just a lie. Keep your Bud Light shining. Everything else is just a lie.
The World League playoff races heat up when San Antonio battles the Frankfurt Galaxy, or the Thunder tries to put out the fire next Sunday on ABC Sports.
All right, this was the return. Now watch the extracurricular activity up top. They roll up, Carr down low, Ruffin up top, and they throw Cornell Burbage to the ground. Then a couple of punches are thrown, and now Ruffin and Burbage have to go out and sit out for 2 plays.
Back on the field, it's Amir Rasul with a nice gain out to the 33-yard line. There's a look at our injured player, Darren Willis, on the sidelines. They're tending to his left knee. We've got Julie Moran on the sideline, so hopefully we'll get a report on that later.
Willis is the free safety, so Hughes now comes into the game and replaces him.
We've had 2 scoring drives so far. Ohio's scoring drive lasted all of 59 seconds. The Knights scoring drive was all of 57 seconds, so don't blink. Doug Miklas made the tackle on that play. Well, Saturday on ABC Sports, Fred Couples, Davis Love III, and John Daly are just some of the heavy hitters driving into the heart of Texas as we begin live weekend coverage of the GTE Byron Nelson Classic. And on ABC's Wide World of Sports, he went from long shot to big shot to capture the Kentucky Derby. Now, Lil T goes after the second jewel of the Chrysler Triple Crown Challenge, the Preakness Stakes, live Saturday on ABC Sports. O'Hara, quick drop to the sidelines, complete to Walter Wilson at the 39.
Interesting, on 3rd and 2, they go to the high percentage quick out, 3-step drop timing pattern to their leading receiver, Wilson. Worked well, well executed. He now goes over 50 receptions for the year, Wilson does.
Want to remind you that they're about 15 minutes away from starting that game in Barcelona between the Dragons and the Riders.
What a story that is. Barcelona caught on their bus behind an accident, couldn't move. I was starting to wonder if a home team had ever forfeited a game before.
If it's a first, it'll happen in the World League. We'll update you on the score when they start scoring. Melvin Patterson out to the 42-yard line from O'Hara, and he's wrapped up that time by Tony Jones.
You know, it's been a couple of weeks since we've seen Pat O'Hara play, the quarterback here at Ohio. And you can tell he's matured a great deal as well. He saw the blitz coming that time, got the quick pass outside, saw Tony Jones playing a little bit off on the corner and went after him in a hurry. Pretty good numbers early on for O'Hara. He has been sacked once.
He suffered a concussion in the Montreal game, but he's tough. Your receivers out to the top of your screen. Amir Rasul. Right up the gut, over midfield, down to the 47-yard line. Right now, let's go downstairs to Julie Moran for an update on that injury. Julie?
All right, Mark, I just talked to Christopher Kading. He's the team physician for the Ohio Glory, and he says that Darren Willis has torn a ligament in his knee. He's out for the game and possibly out for the season.
Well, bad news for the Ohio Glory. They need all the DBs that they can use facing that run and shoot.
You know, it's a 36-man roster. It's a limited roster. You can't afford to get anybody hurt in this league.
Walter Wilson. O'Hara back to pass. Picks up the blitz, dumps it off, incomplete. for Duval Glover. Belinda Newton was right on him to make the play.
That's exactly right. Newton positioned himself on the left side. They also were coming on the right, but it was Newton who made him throw sidearm, throw it around him, and caused the incompletion. Watch, here he is right here. Watch him come now. Coming on the outside, nobody picks him up. Again, they outnumber the Glory. He's got to throw it around his arms, and that's why he threw incomplete. This is what we were talking about last week against London. 10 tackles, a sack, and a forced fumble. One thing they don't have on there are the hurries. He had a lot of hurries last week. Forced Gelball to throw quickly.
Belinda Newton, a quarterback's worst nightmare. Amir Rasul down to the 44, tackled by Cecil Fletcher.
You know, Ohio's doing a nice job picking up the blitz for the most part. Blitz is tough to stop because you're outnumbered. So you want to hit something quick, and they're doing that. They're going with the quick outs, 3 steps, boom, hit it. They're also going with the quick draws, opening up things, trying to beat the blitz that way.
Larry Little, Tim, really doing a lot of extra work with his team this week. And to his credit, you know, he's really held the ship together.
He really has. I like Larry Little a lot, and I know the folks here have remained fairly optimistic despite the first 6 losses.
3rd down and 7 for the Glory. Over the middle, complete, but it's short of a first down to Walter Wilson, and he took a lick. Pardon me, Duval Glover took a lick. It was so hard they changed his number on it.
Yeah, Glover's quite a story, too. You know, the Buffalo Bills love this guy. He broke his leg in camp. In camp with the Glory this year, he had a stress fracture in his foot, also hurt his wrist. He came back last week for the first time, 9 catches, 90 yards, and a touchdown. He makes the big play here. He had can't-miss tag on him when he came out of Syracuse. 4th down, they're going to go for it.
And they certainly are. Tom Rowan stays off the field, and Larry Little is going for it early on 4th down and 2. 7 of 16 on 4th down conversions. O'Hara can't find anybody, and now wide open to number 83, Logan. And he fumbles it. Belinda Newton is there to recover the fumble. An unbelievable sequence of events after O'Hara made a fantastic play to find a wide open receiver. But the Knights will take over on the 9-yard line when we come back.
With just one call to Ryder, you can reserve any size truck you want, order all your moving accessories, and arrange for a convenient pickup and drop-off at any of our 5,000 locations nationwide. In short, you can get everything you need to make even the toughest move easy. Ryder, we're there when you need us.
I'd do anything for my baby. Anything for my baby. Anything for my baby. Baby Ruth.
If you're nuts about nougat, crazy for caramel, and absolutely wild about peanuts, you'd do anything for a Baby Ruth.
Anything for my baby. Anything for my baby. Baby Ruth.
We talked about the fumbles that have hurt Ohio all year. They had 8. This will be the 9th right here. After making the big play, look at Tony Jones, 22, just come with that right arm and rake it right out of there. Belinda Newton comes over. He makes the recovery, and all of a sudden, the big drive that looked so methodical and was well done by O'Hara now turns the ball back to New York, New Jersey.
Reggie Slack, his team has the ball on the 9-yard line. Drops back to pass. Over the middle long for Lonnie Turner, incomplete. Boy, the Sacramento Surge are really playing some good football in the North American West Division. 51-7. They drilled Frankfurt last night.
Sacramento now 6-2.
And David Archer, probably the league's MVP right now.
Certainly the top-rated quarterback in the league, ahead of Reggie Slack.
And not far behind is Scott Mitchell of the Orlando Thunder. His team won last night 9-0 in a very low-scoring game in Orlando.
Orlando's clinched the title. 7-1 record.
Second down and 10. So far, Reggie Slack has had all day to pass, except for on that play. But we have some flags down in the field.
Yeah, they may have come across too quickly.
Well, Tim, with a couple of weeks to go, the playoff picture is starting to come into focus just a little bit now. As we get the call first.
defense. Number 73, 5-yard penalty. Repeat, second down.
Called it on Wells, could have been Jackson. This is what we're talking about. The teams that are in Orlando, 7-1 record, has clinched. Barcelona clinched because of the Frankfurt loss. And then Ohio, London, and Montreal and Frankfurt all eliminated. Now, these teams are still in the hunt. There's New York, New Jersey, 3-4 record. But, Mark, I believe they've got to win the rest of their games, obviously, to win that wild card spot.
No doubt. And that North American West division is stacked this year. Birmingham, Sacramento, and San Antonio all in the playoff hunt. 3:45 remaining in the first quarter. Very exciting first quarter. No flags on that play, and Slack gets it off incomplete at the 18-yard line, intended for Monty Gilbreth. But Tinham, it looks like Ohio's starting to bring a little more pressure now.
They are bringing pressure, no question about it. They came hard, both sides. See, they believe that only the onside tackle, the side of the trip receivers, the 3 receivers of that side, only that tackle can get the pressure. That's the way they were feeling because of the splits. Everybody's so far out. The ends, the outside people have to go such a distance to get slack. They're using them basically for containment. They feel the pressure's got to come from the inside.
And as you were saying earlier, the Knights offensive line, they use those wide splits. Kip Lewis in motion. Slack under heavy pressure again. He's got to get rid of it. And he throws it away. And we've got grounding.
It should be. There's the flag. The flag comes late.
Chris McLemore was in the neighborhood, but whether it was close enough remains to be seen.
We'll see if McLemore was.
Boy, that Ohio defense was really coming.
There is no foul in the play. They had an eligible receiver in the area.
All right, so they say McLemore was in the area.
We've got our microphones on quarterback Reggie Slack. Let's listen in to what happened on that last play. So tell me, do you still want to be a quarterback when you grow up?
You know, I really thought he was throwing it away, but after looking at that, he saw McLemore. You could tell he located him and tried to get it to him.
Liljadal with his second punt of the day. His first one went 37. This one's much further. Here's Patterson. Melvin Patterson dances his way up to the 46-yard line across midfield. There's a 43-yard punt and a 12-yard return.
Stopped by Dan Land.
Bob Liljadal leads the World League in punts inside the 20. And last week, Tom Ruin had 6 punts inside the 20-yard line. That is a record.
You know what's made this game fun so far is the defenses have been so aggressive. I mean, they're going after it right now. High risk, high reward. We've seen that too. We've seen the 2 big touchdowns. When you're bringing the house like they are and bringing the heat, a lot of times you're going to free somebody up. It's going to be one-on-one coverage, and if you hit them, bang, gone.
Yeah, Tim, the Knights are, I guess, one of the few teams that really blitz a lot in this league. O'Hara hands it off on first down to Rasul, who plows his way down to the 40.
Well, part of that is because of the no-bump rule in this league. The World League has that rule where you cannot bump and run with a receiver. So you got to play soft a little bit. The technique now and leverage becomes the key. However, you're seeing more zone because of that. Mouse Davis, they believe that, hey, we're going to get after this thing right now. We're still going to play aggressively despite the rule. Joe Herring, the defensive coordinator, they want to get after the quarterbacks.
On second down and 5, O'Hara looks over the defense. He's done a better job in the last few weeks finding his receiver. And he finds Patterson right there on a quick slant. Complete down to the 28-yard line. O'Hara really threw a dart that time. Let's have another look at this one.
O'Hara is getting rid of the ball quickly. You know, before this year, his last real playing time was in high school. Most of his college career was injured, never did start for USC. Played behind Todd Marinovich and Rodney Peete, so he's just now getting the repetitions to play, and he's throwing the ball, releasing it very, very quickly.
On first down and 10, O'Hara steps up and dives down to the 24. Pat Marlin and Ron Sancho were there to make the tackle.
But there's a good indication of what we were talking about with the playing experience he's gotten this year. See, earlier in the year, he would have sat back there and taken a sack. This time, he decided everybody's covered, tuck it away, and go and try to get some positive yards out of it. He made a decision quickly.
Yeah, we saw it in that game against San Antonio that we did. Dropped back and was falling down on his backside and threw one up for grabs. It went 6 points the other way. remember Larry Little's comments after that. He said, we have hit rock bottom, but it's looking up so far as Rasul runs down to the 22-yard line. It's 7-7 here in Columbus, Ohio. The Glory and the Knights are tied. I'm Mark Jones along with Tim Brandt and Julie Moran. And they are about 5 minutes away from kickoff in Barcelona.
Mark, one thing about Amir Rasul, when you isolate him outside, he can run. He's an outstanding runner, but he only has 50 yards receiving. I'm wondering why they don't try to get him out there maybe on a high percentage pass and just get him away from the lineman and let him run, give him some open field.
Here's O'Hara. And it's complete to Patterson. Patterson is down to the 9-yard line.
A gain of 14. Patterson having a big day. We saw him with the long touchdown. He's got 4 catches now, 127 yards. But again, look at O'Hara. 7-step drop, step up, locate him, and fire it right now. And there he is. Again, they split him. They find the open area there between the safety and the corner. And it's positive yards. First down inside the red zone at the 9.
Melvin Patterson, property of the Philadelphia Eagles. 6'3", 192 out of Stephen F. Austin. Coming into this game, his best was a 96-yard performance against Barcelona. O'Hara to pass, and he overthrows his receiver. And hey, Tony Jones has got some real estate. He's got one man to beat.
That's Rasul.
And Rasul runs him down at the 37-yard line. But again, Pat O'Hara threw one up for grabs.
Now that was a bad decision. As much as we were just praising him and how much he's improved, he comes back and throws that pass. But again, they brought Philander Newton off the corner. He felt the pressure. Bad throw. And the quarter ends.
We'll return with more World League action after this from our ABC stations.
Wednesday, it's an all-star musical event featuring the legends of yesterday and the superstars of today. American Bandstand's 40th anniversary special, Wednesday.
There's a celebration going on at Nobody Beats the Wiz. It's our sweet 16th birthday, and we're rocking. Take an extra 16% off selected TVs, VCRs, camcorders, and cameras. Take an extra 16% off selected audio components, cellular phones, personal computers, and compact discs, and pay 0% interest on your Privilege Plus card. The sweet 16th birthday sale at Nobody Beats the Wiz. How sweet it is.
Hungry? Would you raid the fridge of a bachelor friend? Or go home to Mom's, where you have more choices? Most of us go for choices. So would you use the Yellow Pages with fewer choices? Or the Yellow Pages with the most choices, the book 9 out of 10 people reach for? You can make your choice. I've made mine. The genuine New Jersey Belle Yellow Pages. 9 out of 10 use it. No other book can match it. A Bell Atlantic company.
Dial a Mattress. For over 10 years, the easiest way to buy a brand new mattress without leaving home. Just pick up the phone and dial 1-800-MATTRES. You'll get the lowest prices on Sealy Posturepedic, Certa Perfect Sleeper, and Simmons Beauty Rest. You'll get express 2-hour delivery. That's right, 2-hour delivery, and you only pay our driver upon your approval. Dial 1-800-MATTRES and leave off the last S for savings.
Jay Leno.
On Monday's Oprah.
World League Football. Brought to you by Sears Auto Center. You got to ask yourself, who's going to back you better in Sears?
This is Roger Twybo reporting from Montjuic Stadium in Barcelona, site of the opening ceremonies of the '92 Summer Olympic Games. The Barcelona Dragons were late in arriving because of a monumental traffic jam. They're just about set to kick it off. We'll keep you updated throughout the Knights and Glory game. Let's go back to Mark Jones. Mark?
Okay, Roger, right here it is 7 apiece as we begin the second quarter of play. The Knights have the ball on Ohio's 37-yard line. Slack on a quarterback draw. All kinds of room. Reggie Slack up the middle down to the 12-yard line. A gain of 25 yards.
Let's go back to that Tony Jones interception. will show you how they got the ball and how short the field has become. Here's Philander Newton again. He comes pressure, and that's why O'Hara rushes his throw. Throws into coverage. So take a look and listen. Here's Larry Little.
Oh, no, he didn't.
He did, Larry. Tony Jones picked it off. And now it's the Knights in great field position.
Down to the 13 to be exact, and Larry Little leads the World League in oh-no's. Got that from our official stats man. First down and 10. Slack fires. Completed. A nice grab at the 8-yard line by Kip Lewis. Kip Lewis comes in as the Knights' leading receiver.
Boy, Lewis took this thing right off his shoe tops. Pretty good pressure up front, good push. Slack pulls up and throws. Look at this. Right on the fingertips. Kip Lewis, outstanding, outstanding catch. His father, Sherman Lewis, offensive coordinator of the Green Bay Packers.
Lewis in motion now. Second down and 7. On the option, Slack tosses it to McLemore. And McLemore gets in for the touchdown. He broke the plane for a touchdown. So the Knights capitalize on that Tony Jones interception.
For a Knights touchdown.
This is all the read of Reggie Slack. He's got to read. Does the man come to him or the pitch man? He comes to him. Sunbolt commits. He gets the pitch outside. And the touchdown by McLemore.
Chris McLemore replaced Eric Wilkerson 3 weeks ago as the starting tailback, and he's done a fine job ever since. Last week had 14 carries for 64 yards as Liljedahl adds the extra point. Pardon me, Kendall Trainer. It's 14-7. The Knights lead the glory. Come on back.
For tires, there's only one name I look up to.
America's #1 name in tires,
and it's one tire store that I trust.
Is now at America's #1 tire store. Goodyear comes to Sears, and all Goodyear Eagles at Sears are on sale. Save up to 25%.
What could be more American? Goodyear at Sears.
All Eagles now on sale at Sears, America's #1 tire store.
Who's going to back you better than Sears?
Open road, mountain high, morning mist, golden sky, Kawasaki, it's where I wanna be. City streets, desert sun, rolling hills, forest run, Kawasaki, it's where I wanna be. Yeah!
No matter where you want to be, you can get there on a Kawasaki.
Kawasaki, let the good times roll.
When life turns up the heat.
Yeah, hi. I'm Jeff Green.
There's Degree antiperspirant. Degree's body heat activated.
1 more minute.
To release extra protection.
Jeff? Hi.
Degree, your body heat turns it on.
A&W Root Beer Frosty Mug Taste, take 1.
Action! Wow, is this
Does
frosty?
yours taste as
frosty as mine?
Give me my Frosty Mug back.
What are you, nuts?
No, actually, we're fruit.
A&W, we've got that Frosty Mug taste.
Well, last time I was here, Ken Vines offered to cut my hair, and I graciously declined. But this week, my friend Mark Jones is getting a haircut. Don't be nervous.
Nervous? Me? Hey, Ken, I've been looking forward to this cut all week. I want something like my man Aaron here. High, tight, fresh on the sides, and clean.
Well, Mark, you know I'm not into the fresh fades anymore. I'm into the new designer look, like these guys here.
That one?
Yep.
That?
Yep.
Oh, man, like Marvin Gaye says, let's get it on.
Part 2 in just a few dramatic moments. Ken Vines, the artist, with the shears out to the 32. That's Adam Walker. And now let's see how this hair-raising story ended.
Take that headset off. Show everybody. Go ahead, take that headset off.
I'm telling you,
The guy is an artist. Ken Vines gave me the official World League fade, and I got a comb as a souvenir.
High and tight. I think they went high and outside.
Hey, you're next, my man.
No way.
You're next.
No way would I let him touch my head.
Fix you up a little bit. Square that thing off.
No, Kenny Vines did a nice job. You know, in this league, you've got to have a guy on your team that can cut your hair. Can't afford to go out and pay that 20 bucks.
Oh, it was 20?
Well, you walked out. You act like you had fish hooks in your pocket. You didn't want to go down to it.
Oh, you got a nice, healthy tip from yours truly. The official World League fade. Ken Vines' personal signature.
Good ball game here. The Knights 14, the Glory 7.
It's 2nd and 10 now for the Glory. O'Hara's got 4 receivers. Looking up top. And it's incomplete. Good coverage that time on the corner by Tony Jones.
It was intended for Melvin Patterson, but they were having a good contest out there in the corner. Good coverage on the corner by Tony Jones, and they've been really throwing in his area a lot today. He's playing an outstanding game. We saw him in that zone make the pick, bring it back on the big return.
And they are getting underway in Barcelona right now. Barcelona clinched the European Division title as a result of Frankfurt's loss to Sacramento yesterday. Interesting that they won the division, and they are last in total offense in the World League. O'Hara to pass again. And this one's almost picked off by Philanda Newton. Stepped up and had a read on it.
O'Hara now looks a little bit harried. Watch 75, Dennis Tripp come in and hit this guy right here, O'Hara. And I think consequently now he's just throwing into coverages. Watch this. Here it comes. Boom, he's going to throw it. He feels him coming. And Tripp gets a pretty good lick on him.
O'Hara's been in that position all too often this year.
That'll put your eyes up in your forehead.
Oh, yeah. Somebody answered the phone. He got his bell rung that time. And now a fake punt under pressure. Ruin goes down.
Wes Pritchett. Somebody's got to pick him up. He came through unaccounted for.
Ruin decided to hang on to it. Probably saw that it was going to be blocked. And another oh no on the way from Larry Little.
You cannot afford to make the field short, and that's what they're doing here. All right, right now, Ruin will look up, feels the pressure. He spots Pritchett coming and tucks it away. Now, Pritchett lays a hand on him. He says, that's all, I'm going down. I've had enough. And he just falls down. But look, here's Reggie Slack again with the World League's top offensive unit, and all they have to do is go 22 yards for a touchdown. You cannot do that and expect to win.
Last week, they didn't turn the ball over, didn't make any mistakes, and they won. But this week, the Glory are reverting back to their old ways. The handoff to Chris McLemore. And McLemore stopped at the 17-yard line. In a very exciting first quarter, look at the total passing yards. 155 for the Glory, as opposed to 60 for the Knights.
Yeah, look at the difference in time of possession. Now, you talk about a misleading stat. The Knights went 60 yards for a touchdown in 57 seconds. They went 37 yards for a touchdown in 1:29. So their time of possession means absolutely nothing. They're just scoring quickly.
And scoring quickly has been the name of that man's game. Darryl Mouse Davis, coach to Detroit, the Denver Gold, to the USFL, the Houston Gamblers, the offensive coordinator of the Toronto Argonauts in the Canadian Football League.
Portland State, always been one of my favorites.
Slack to pass. All day to throw again, and he completes it to Kip Lewis at the 7. And he's wrestled down at the 3-yard line by Aaron Ruffin. A pickup of 15 yards on that play.
Aaron Ruffin makes the stop for Ohio.
Reggie Slack has a lot of good receivers to throw the ball to, as witnessed by those reception statistics.
Let me tell you this. He spreads this thing around. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 receivers with 20 or more receptions. Smith has 17. He gets everybody involved in the offense. I mean, you've got Burbage, Williams, Gilbert, Lewis, Turner. They all contribute.
And the tallest guy is about 5'9.5" or 5'10".
See, the beauty about this offense, and there are a lot of, as you look at Darren Hughes coming off, he was the injured Ohio Glory. But you look at this offense, and there are skeptics out there because you play without a tight end, so they believe the quarterback's always going to get hit. Take a guy like Reggie Slack, he's quick, he's mobile, he's not taking the pounding. But what this offense does, it spreads you across the field, so your defense is spread thin, creates air, creates holes.
Tim Mouse Davis is making believers out of the run and shoot today.
Red Rip 39! Red Rip 39!
Gilbreth in motion on 1st and goal. On the option, the toss to McLemore, who did a great job just to catch the pitch, but A.J. Jimerson rocked him. He hit Reggie Slack after he got rid of it.
Now, this is the play that scored a touchdown earlier. They come in and they're covering the quarterback, so he's pitching. So as this play starts, just take a look and listen. A.J. Jimerson, right off the bat, as soon as the ball was snapped, knew he was going to take a lick at Slack. So Slack did the right thing. He pitched quickly, but this time they had the pitch man where they didn't before, and it scored.
Reggie goes at about 220, 225, so he can take a hit, but I'm sure that Miles Davis doesn't want him taking too many. Drops back again. Into the end zone, incomplete.
George Kuntz got his arm on Slack and actually hit his arm when he was throwing the ball.
He tried to find Monty Gilbreth in the end zone that time. That's going to set up a 3rd down and goal.
George Kuntz, the team's leading tackler, hurt his knee last week, and he's playing hurt, but got a lot of good pressure. There he is, 59. The Falcons cut him when Jesse Tuggle ended his holdout, but he's had to learn middle linebacker, outside linebacker. He's out of East Carolina by way of Shawan Junior College. Home builder in the offseason, but he is quite a player.
Looks like a bodybuilder. Got one of those bodies by Jake.
He's built like a house.
3rd down and goal. Slack under pressure, gets away. And now scrambling for his life. Turns it up, tiptoes down to the 3-yard line before being pounded out of bounds by Anthony Butts.
Well, they're going to mark it on about the 4, but again, they had the pressure, they had the play shut down, and they couldn't hold on to Slack. Now, he's big, he's strong, he's 6'2", 221 pounds. Now, watch Jimerson. Here he comes again. He's got him wrapped, but he tears away. So you're using that strength. Big, powerful legs, 220 pounds. Gets it outside, takes it all the way down to the 4.
Boy, Tim, somebody was holding Jimerson like a grudge. Had a good hold of his jersey. 4th and goal, and the Knights are going for it. Lewis in motion. Slack on the option. Pitches it to McLemore, and he will not score. The Glory defense comes up big, led by African Grant. So hail to the Glory defense as they hold on 4th and goal. We'll return with more World League action after this from our ABC station.
Monday.
I'm going to try and escape.
She traded her law books for a murderer.
Mary, where are you? I can't tell you.
What would drive her to help a con like Kirk escape?
A fugitive of love on FBI, The Untold Stories. Then, from the makers of American Detective,
We got a victim of a motorcycle accident.
they go above and beyond their call of duty.
This is gonna hurt.
Shields of Honor, Monday.
Hello, I'm Susan Lucci.
This month, you'll get a great deal when you lease a new Ford Taurus.
Go on, do it.
Right now, you can get a new Ford Taurus for only $295 a month with a red carpet lease through Ford Motor Credit. That's right, only $295 a month.
We can't use it because my earrings fell off.
And this Taurus is loaded with a lot of great options. Plus, the Taurus is the only car in its class with dual airbags.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Now, lease a Ford Taurus for only $295 a month.
The best built, the best selling cars today are at your Tri-State Quality Ford dealer.
This is something special. Tonight's the night, and you've got great seats. Because this is a Gold Card event. They reserve tickets for plays, concerts, even sporting events, just for Gold Card members. Sure beats standing in line, in the rain. The Gold Card. The American Express Gold Card. Don't leave home without it.
When Glory assistant head coach Wally Chambers resigned last week due to personal reasons, it seemed like another unlucky blow for the winless Ohio Glory. Enter 14-year NFL veteran player Claude Humphrey to coach the defensive line. He's the first coach ever assigned to a ball club from the Team Dallas Reserve, and consequently, the Ohio Glory got their first win of the year last year. And Mark and Tim, that win was especially sweet for Humphrey after going 0-10 last season with Raleigh-Durham.
Yeah, you can bet, Julie, that he lit up one of those nice North Carolina cigars. Took a good toke or two from it. He is up in the booth right now, Claude Humphrey is. looking on. He's got to feel good about the play that his defensive unit made just a few moments ago, stopping the Knights on 4th down and goal.
Well, we certainly wish the best for Wally Chambers, who's gone back east to be with his 4-year-old. He's got some personal problems he's trying to work out. But Claude Humphrey, as Julie said, at Raleigh-Durham last year, at least he's got these guys thinking positively now, and that was a big stand they made.
Pat O'Hara now on 2nd down and 5. They go with the running game. Inside handoff to Lydell Carr, who'll have about 2 yards. It's 14-7. New York, New Jersey leads Ohio with 9:25 to play in the 2nd quarter.
You know, last week for the first time all year, Ohio finished the game in the plus side of the turnover ratio, +4. And that made a major difference in what they did. Now, they did turn the ball over here once earlier when it looked like they were going to score, and that's hurt them. They trail by 7. But so far, it's been a fairly solid effort by Ohio.
And Tim, Pat O'Hara came out on fire, but he has since cooled off, going 0 for 4 on his last 4 pass attempts. Tries to pass again here. He's looking for Glover, and he throws it out of bounds. Tony Woods was applying the pressure.
Well, I think part of the problem is he's getting the pressure. He got a little bit unnerved. He took a couple of hits. He threw the interception, and you can see now he's not being as decisive as he was early in the ball game. He's not reading and making a decision right now to either throw or run.
Does it appear to you, Tim, that New York is mixing up their defenses a lot? Is that what's causing him confusion?
New York plays aggressively defensively. They do so many things. They play some games. They bring the blitz. They disguise coverages well. They play extremely well defensively.
Well, last time they had a poor punt, and they didn't even get one off. See what happens this time. Ruin gets it away, and a good one. Oh, man, this one lands back at the 33, where Davis Smith bobbles it and goes down now at the 18, and he fumbles again.
It's going to be a touchdown.
It's a loose ball. Touchdown Glory. Oh, my goodness.
Aaron Ruffin, you could see it as it developed. You knew it was going to be a touchdown.
Don't even blink. You might miss something crazy. I tell you, that one's in the Glory playbook, isn't it?
It all started with Tom Ruin. I mean, he just blasted that punt.
It's the World League, guys. I think Tom Ruin should get an assist on that one. What a punt.
No question about it. 54 yards, he just boomed it.
Well, last week, Davis Smith of the Knights was on the other end of a punt, returned it 77 yards for a World League record touchdown. But this week, he fumbles it, and it cost his team a touchdown.
Well, the question is now, was it a muff or was it a touchdown? Here's the call.
We have a first touching by the receiving team at the 3-yard line. The ball was never possessed. It'll be placed at the 3-yard line, 1st and 10.
Okay, let's take those points off the scoreboard then. Anything goes. It's the World League.
Tom Ruin starts this. I mean, he just hits a missile. Now Smith goes back. Watch this. His hand touched it first, then he tried to possess it. Watch it slip, gets up, loses the handle, knocked away once. Here comes Ruffin 33 as it rolls into the end zone. Touchdown.
It appeared that he corralled that ball in the end zone.
See, that's what I thought. I thought it should have been a touchdown. He's got possession right there. He fumbles the ball. The ball's loose. Here comes the Ohio Glory, and Ruffin makes the recovery in the end zone.
No question. And now they move it 2 yards further to the 1-yard line. So it goes from the 3 to the 1 without even running a play.
A punted ball remains a kick ball until it's declared dead or in the possession of the other team.
And there was possession by the Knights. Davis Smith fumbled it.
He had possession. It rolled into the end zone. Should have been a touchdown, shouldn't it?
This crowd comes alive. Rasul stopped up at the 1-yard line. Right now, Julie's downstairs with Aaron Ruffin. Julie?
All right, Mark and Tim. Aaron, you are really playing aggressive ball today, and obviously you probably thought you had that touchdown.
Touchdown. That was touchdown. The guy caught the ball. He muffed it. and it rolled, and the next guy hit him, and he still lost control and went in the end zone. I fell on it. Touchdown.
Thanks, Aaron.
A punted ball remains a kick ball until it's declared dead or into possession of either team. And it was possessed first by the receiver, then fumbled, and then recovered in the end zone by Ruffin. Should have been a touchdown.
Yeah, Davis Smith did have the ball. Second and goal. Rasul again. No signal, and now they get one. Touchdown, Glory.
Justification.
The ball carrier for the Ohio Glory touchdown.
Well, somebody's got to explain that rule to me, because I think all rules pertaining to kicks from scrimmage apply until the defensive team gains possession. And Ruffin gained possession in the end zone.
He sure did. But another look at that last touchdown run by Amir Rasul. The second leading rusher in the World League, broke the plane right there.
Reach for it. The ball's got to cross. Reach for it. He does. There it is. See the ball on the left side? Touchdown.
Rolled off that tackler.
Not his body. It's the ball. And he finally reached and scored.
Well, it's 14-14.
Ohio Glory 14.
The World League has made the punt one of the most exciting plays in football. Stick around.
Well, you're stuck here.
Where is here?
This is Lake Edna.
Lake Edna?
Hammer.
Wait a minute. Sound like it's gonna be another one of those.
Isn't that? Sure looks like it. That's that new KFC honey barbecue chicken.
Yo, this is one of those records when the
KFC Honey Barbecue Fried Chicken. Something new in Lake Edna or your neck of the woods.
Big news. All Goodyear Eagles are on sale now. Save big on every Goodyear Eagle Performance Radial. Act fast and you'll see why we say the best tires in the world and in your neighborhood have Goodyear written all over them.
Need a fresh start? Get the battery that's proven to start over 50,000 times. Motorcraft. Motorcraft quality parts from Ford.
In a world of constant change, there is one certainty. The financial strength of the Rock. The Prudential Rock Solid.
He shocked the racing world when he captured the Kentucky Derby. Now Lily T goes after the second jewel of the Triple Crown. The Preakness Stakes live Saturday on ABC Sports.
Well, coming up at halftime, we'll have a report on Barcelona's head coach, Jack Bicknell, El Caballero, and the play last week. We'll have another look at that one, and first half highlights from Tim and myself. But last week, there was another controversial play on the punt, and we'll show it to you hopefully in just a few minutes. The return from Davis Smith, who, as the referee said, did not have possession, but on the replay, it appeared that he did. Well, the play we were referring to just a few moments ago is this one from Smith.
All right, now they call this a muff, and if the muff goes into the end zone, they have to place it on one. There's the muff, but now he gains possession right here, gets up and starts to run with it, takes a couple of steps. To me, that's a fumble. It goes in the end zone, Ruffin recovers, touchdown. That's not a muff, but they ruled it a muff. So even if it goes in the end zone, they've got to place it on the one. But I'm telling you, he had possession.
Well, he had it, took 2 or 3 steps, and then fumbled it. Eric Wilkerson is now the lone back behind Reggie Slack. Slack to pass on first down. He finds a receiver on the near sideline. That's Byron Williams. And there's a flag down in the area.
Might be a face mask. He hit him high. A lot of times you get tied up with that face mask.
Flags pass is complete to Kip Lewis.
This Ohio team is really jacked up.
I'm just guessing that they call and probably shouldn't. Nice play out there. One-on-one, you've got to stay high, break down, and you want to tackle the guy high at all times.
Well, the officials are discussing it, and here's the call.
5-yard face mask on the offense, on the ball carrier. 5-yard penalty, second down.
Told you it was a face mask.
You just didn't say who,
All right,
right?
watch this. You break down, you hit them high. Got the hands up around the helmet. Now, where's the face mask? All right, there it is right there. Excellent call. Excellent call.
Yeah, I think when they got 5 hands on a guy's mask, that's pretty much a face mask. Well, they're playing in Barcelona, and we'll have an update for you in just a few moments.
See, we give a little, take a little.
Oh, yeah.
See the guys in striped shirts.
Go! Monty Gilbreth now starts in motion and comes back. Slack looks for a receiver. He's got a man wide open on the far side. This one could be a score. This is Gilbreth. And he's run down at the 11-yard line by African Grant. But another big play by the Knights.
Boy, Grant shows some great speed to get there, but this play is made by Reggie Slack. Reggie Slack gets this ball off despite the pressure. All right, here's the snap. Now, it starts off, he's got good protection. Everybody's just catching. They're not really coming. Now, stop it right here. Here comes the pressure, both sides. And Slack can feel that. He knows he's going to get hit. And here comes Jackson. Still hits him. He throws the ball to the wide-open receiver. Bingo. That is a big-time play.
Interesting, Tim, that he started in motion and then came back. That may have confused the Ohio defense. And now they are confused further and call a timeout.
I'm still wondering how Gilbreth got so wide open. Had to be a misplay somewhere.
First team timeout.
The Mouse can smell the cheese. They move closer to the goal line. It's 14-14.
For tires, there's only one name I look up to.
America's #1 name in tires, and at one tire store that I trust. He is now at America's #1 tire store. Goodyear comes to Sears, and all Goodyear Eagles at Sears are on sale. Save up to 25%.
What could be more American? Goodyear at Sears.
All Eagles now on sale at Sears, America's #1 tire store.
Who's going to back you better than Sears?
I think they'll have shampoo there.
Might not have Head & Shoulders.
We're only going to be gone a week.
Right, a week. Head & Shoulders helps take care of the condition that causes flakes every day, because you never know. You know?
Head & Shoulders, because you never get a second chance to make a first impression.
The Genuine Article is now on sale. The minivans that have outsold all others combined. Chrysler's first national minivan sale. Dodge Caravan, Plymouth Voyager, and Chrysler Town & Country now offer a $500 rebate, plus up to an additional $1,600 cash back on popular family options, like quad seating, anti-lock brakes, and built-in child seats. And right now, the Genuine Article Chrysler minivans are on sale. In the minivan business, you lead, follow, or get out of the way.
I don't need some fancy cologne to tell me I'm a man. I use Skin Bracer. It smells great, but it also cools and tones my skin. Confidence is very sexy, don't you think?
Skin Bracer Aftershave by Menon.
The World League playoff races heat up when San Antonio battles the Frankfurt Galaxy, or the Thunder tries to put out the fire, next Sunday on ABC Sports.
It's 14-14 in the second quarter, and the Knights have the ball on Ohio's 11-yard line. First down and 10. After a big gain by Monty Gilbreth. Slack going to the air again. Quick hit to Kip Lewis.
Byron Williams.
Again, it was George Kuntz who came over and tagged Lewis pretty well.
George Kuntz on the stop for the Glory.
All right, let's go to Barcelona now, and an update from Roger Twibel.
First possession for San Antonio against Barcelona, and Mike Johnson leads them 11 plays, 73 yards, 5 minutes and 50 seconds, and Ivory Lee Brown finishes it off from 2 yards out. 7-0, they lead it. Let's go back to Mark Jones.
All right, Roger. Brown, the World League's leading rusher, coming into this week. A handoff to Wilkerson, and he scores. Touchdown Knights. Untouched right up the middle.
Eric Wilkerson is the ball carrier for the Knights.
Boy, the Glory defense.
3-yard touchdown run.
I was confused on that one, Tim. Nobody home.
The skeptics of this offense say where it really falls short without a tight end is down in the red zone. They have trouble scoring. But again, here they spread you thin. 21's coming. That's used on the blitz. It's soft in the middle. Wilkerson picks it up, tiptoes in, touchdown.
Trainer with the extra point, and now the Knights go up 21-14. Eric Wilkerson led the World League in rushing last year. Second team All-World League in 1991.
He was one of the first guys taken in the World League draft, the 8th guy taken. Artistic, graphic designer, All-American at Kent State, the league most valuable player in the Mid-American Conference. He's a talent.
Lots of speed, lots of action here. 21-14, the Knights over the Glory. We've got 5:54 remaining. And speaking of speed, later on ABC Sports, it's back-to-back auto racing excitement. First, the Indy cars take to the Brickyard and resume their quest for speed as qualifying for the Indy 500 continues. Then, from NASCAR's fastest track, top drivers go bumper to bumper in equally matched cars. It's round 2 of the International Race of Champions. That's today on ABC Sports. A lot of stories developing at the Brickyard in Indianapolis. Roberto Guerrero is on the pole so far at over 233 miles per hour. Tim, that's like you driving home from work, isn't it?
I've got to be honest. I think they're out of control at Indy. I mean, they're going too fast. All those guys now are getting at these speeds. 232 by Guerrero. I mean, they're driving those Lola Buick V6s, and I mean, they're tearing that thing up. And I think, consequently, you're seeing some of these accidents. I'm surprised someone hadn't been more seriously injured. Hopefully, with all the traffic, once the race starts, that they won't get to those speeds.
Rick Mears was injured last week. He hit the wall. And locally, Dublin, Ohio's Bobby Rahal is sitting in 7th right now on the grid. Adam Walker on the kick return. And Walker is out to the 30-yard line. Time now for Pat O'Hara to get things going again, Tim. They've really lost some momentum offensively.
Well, we saw him get his confidence rocked a little bit early. They were putting pressure on him as Reed started to be a little bit shaky. He was thrown into coverages, so he's got to get some high percentage passes, make some connections here, and get things going.
San Antonio 7, Barcelona 0 in the first.
Looking at the average field position of both teams, the Knights have started their drives on the 39, and the Ohio Glory have started on their own 34. So it's pretty much a saw-off in that department. The Glory with 4 receivers. Play action by O'Hara. Nobody open, and he fights off a tackler. Throws one that almost picked off, intended for Walter Wilson.
Look at Danny Land, too. He knows he had the pick off. He knows he had it. He's a track guy, sprinter, broke on the ball quickly. He saw O'Hara scrambling, and 9 times out of 10, O'Hara will try to throw there rather than tuck it away and run. He did it last week for a big play, but here it is again. Take a look and listen to this.
Golly darn, he said, right?
I love this natural sound. It's great.
Oh, boy, this guy lasts longer than that old Eveready bunny. Just keeps running. Pat O'Hara is tough. He is taking a lot of hits.
Delay a game, perhaps? I don't think they got it off in time.
Delay. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
Well, next Sunday, World League playoff pressure begins to build on ABC Sports. Most of you will see the San Antonio Riders fighting for the North American West Division title as they travel to Frankfurt to meet the Galaxy. Or the Birmingham Fire battles the North American East champs, the Orlando Thunder. It's live World League action next Sunday on ABC Sports. Tim, Julie, and myself will be in Birmingham, and Pat O'Hara goes down at the 17-yard line under pressure from Mark Moore, a loss of 8 yards.
You know, here is what we're talking about. The number 2 defense giving up only 272 yards a game. They get salty. They bring the blitz again. This time Mark Moore comes from the strong safety. They brought him up to the line, and he comes from the outside. He's the guy that got the pressure. Watch both corners now. They're bringing it both sides. You've got Johnson on the right. Here comes Moore on the left, 25, and he gets the sack. You outnumber them up front. Somebody's going to come free. They do, untouched, and get the sack.
Tim, their second sack of the day for a loss of 7 yards. And 17 total. O'Hara again. This time he steps up and runs it. Head first down to the 24-yard line and tackled by Cecil Fletcher. Let's go downstairs to Julie with a report.
The Ohio Glory wishes to thank FTD, Florist Trans World Delivery Association, and their employees for providing services for our mothers today.
We'll get Julie here in a little bit, but you know, when you're bringing a blitz as much as New Jersey is, New York, New Jersey, you can't have the long 5- and 7-step drops. You've got to make something that hits quickly and beat that blitz, and they haven't been doing that.
Tom Ruin into punt, and he gets this one off. Now watch closely. This is Davis Smith at the 28. He has possession, and he is tackled at the 27-yard line.
Okay, guys.
A 48-yard punt and 1 yard on the return. Mentioned Ruin last week, set a World League and Pro Football record, tied one anyway, with 6 punts inside the 20-yard line.
Well, that's right. It does tie a Pro Football record, but they've only kept that record since 1976, so it's a little bit misleading. As a matter of fact, Ray Guy's done that 6 times, put it inside the 26 times. But other guys, Cliff Parsley, Dave Jennings, Kelly Goodburn when he was with Kansas City. Now, of course, he's with the Redskins, but put it inside the 26 times in a game, and you're saying something.
The art of punting, not as easy as it looks. First down and 10 for the Knights now. We've got 4:13 remaining in the second quarter. And Reggie Slack is going for something here. Complete but out of bounds to Lonnie Turner. Good coverage that time by the Ohio secondary. And there's a player down by the net. That's Mike Adams.
I think Adams ran into the kicker's net there. That thing shouldn't be that close to the field. It's right on the sidelines.
They cannot afford to have another defensive back hurt. They've already lost one for the day.
See, what they try to do is they try to keep that thing on the grass. Once you get any further over, you can see where the track begins. You want the kicker to have the same type of surface he's going to be playing on. Here the ball is 2 yards out of bounds. Adams 31. Watch him roll and kick that pipe right there. Oh.
And he's getting up to his feet right now. Second down, back to the action. Reggie Slack complete to the near sideline for Byron Williams. He crosses the 45 out to the 47-yard line.
You know who's playing a heck of a game is A.J. Jimerson.
Jimerson on the stop for Ohio.
A.J. Jimerson had to come from behind and make that tackle.
Ohio trails by a touchdown with 3:52 remaining in the first half. Reggie Slack has had all day to throw. He's 8 of 14 for 177 yards. The Slack attack complete to the sideline for Turner. And he's right near the first down marker.
Talking with the coaches, watching Ohio at practice, they were very concerned with containment, keeping Reggie Slack in the pocket, pinching him from the outside, keeping people in front of him so he doesn't run and pick up some big yards that way. Consequently, what's happening now, you're not getting the pressure. They aren't blitzing. Slack has had plenty of time to throw, and he's just picking them apart, so adjustments have to be made.
He presents so many problems for a defense.
The philosophy is sound going in, but as the game develops, you've got to be able to make adjustments.
And right now, Ohio, Tim, hasn't found a way to slow him down. Gilbreth in motion.
Stay inside,
Slack looks downfield, completes it to Kip Lewis. Tried to put the old milkshake move on Calvin Nicholson, but couldn't get away. But he's right near the first down marker.
Lewis has spectacular concentration because Darren Hughes was coming over his shoulder, actually slapped the ball away to knock it down, and Lewis never lost sight of the ball, pulled it in and made a big gainer.
It's first down and 10. Well, we mentioned Darren Hughes. He's one of the Ohio players that plays both ways, plays on both sides of the ball.
Well, he's been forced to. Nigel Codridge had torn knee ligaments last week, and he's out.
Coming with the blitz, it's picked up and Slack hits Lewis. Boy, Reggie Slack is performing surgery right now. He is carving up Ohio. A pickup of 12 yards.
You know, Dennis Thurman, who coaches the defensive backs for Ohio, had his guys in extra meetings this week, about 7 hours extra, running new schemes, combinations, plus the DBs are trying to use angles and leverage. Right now, I think they're a little bit confused. They aren't getting the pressure up front. That's where good pass protection starts, is up front with the pressure on the quarterback. But Slack, boy, he is just in control right now, and he's seeing all his receivers. He's not taking the heat.
You think Jack Pardee is near a television set right now?
Oh, I guarantee you, Jack knows exactly what Reggie's doing this whole year.
Well, that's the 2-minute warning here in the first half in a very exciting football game. The Knights lead the Glory 21-14.
No better way to face the day.
The morning belongs to Speed Stick. It's 110% protection against wetness and odor that lasts all day. Start the morning with Speed Stick, the wide stick, for powerful 24-hour protection.
No better way to face the day. No better way to face the day.
Speed Stick, 110% protection.
With service to more cities across the Atlantic than any other U.S. airline, Delta now makes it easier than ever for the people of America to get to know the people of Europe.
Buongiorno.
Bonjour.
See ya.
Guten Tag. Grüezi.
Delta. We love to fly and show.
Здравствуйте. Well, Jack Pardee, if you're watching, Reggie Slack has passed for 211 yards. We asked Reggie if he thought he would be the heir apparent to Warren Moon. This was his answer.
Well, that's something that is in the back of my mind. It's a goal of mine to someday become the starting quarterback at Houston or wherever I can play. I would love to play at Houston. I'm familiar with the offense. And, you know, Warren, he's done a lot of great things for the Houston Oilers and for the city of Houston, but he can't play forever. You know, he's getting on up in years, and one day he's going to have to just give it up and step down and let someone else come in and give it a shot, and hopefully that person will be me.
And, of course, Reggie is on loan from the Houston Oilers, so I guarantee you they're keeping tabs on him, plus the fact that Mouse Davis and Jack Pardee are good friends, used to coach together. They stay in contact, and so as his progress is charted, Jack Pardee and the entire Oiler offensive coaching staff is kept up with his progress.
I just love Reggie Slack's demeanor. He has more cool than a bank has money.
I love
so
his
smooth
talent
out there. This one is incomplete, though. Intended for Gilbreth. African Grant had a nice beat on that.
Surprised me with his speed and his position that time, as quickly as he read it and closed on the ball, that he didn't go for the interception. Instead, he just tried to get to the receiver. But African Grant has showed tremendous speed here in the first half, and actually I thought had a chance for the pick there.
Yeah, Tim, with 1:57 to play in the first half, Ohio really needs to hold here. A touchdown by the Knights could change the complexion of this game. On second down, Slack completes to Cornell Burbage right near the first down marker at the 9-yard line. He'll be about a foot short of the first down.
Good concentration on the catch by Cornell Burbage, but here's a guy who's been in the National Football League, he's been with the Cowboys. He's got to know where that first down marker is. He looked at his feet. He would have seen the stripe right there. He would have seen the first down piping, and he just came up that short.
And Cornell Burbage yesterday said, Mark, I want to get into the end zone.
Now watch this. You'll see Burbage has great concentration on the ball and makes the catch, but then he's got to locate those sticks. There's nobody around him. He has time right now to find the first down. Instead, tap dances right there and doesn't make it.
Burbage actually was second in the National Football League back in 1988 in kickoff returns.
Well, here's a guy that majored in math at the University of Kentucky. But he miscalculated there, came up a few inches shy.
You know why I said that he wanted to get into the end zone? Know what he told me? He says, I want to do my new dance, the liftoff.
Well, most valuable player in Kentucky. He's been adding stability and lifting this offense off.
Third down and short. He hands it off to McLemore right up the middle for the first down to the 3-yard line.
Darren Hughes and George Cooper.
The Knights marching.
They're not only marching, but that guy right there, Mouse Davis, has really set a fine game plan. They've stayed with that game plan, and consequently, they are now taking control of this game. They lead by 7. They're ready to score again, and going up by 14 against Ohio here at the half, I think is big.
Yeah, you know, Tim, they may well be the hottest team in the World League right now. It's too bad they got off to an 0-4 start. Slack on first down, and he's tripped up back at the 13-yard line. Chad Rowland.
You know, I think Reggie got his leg twisted, too. His left leg, Rowland got it and then rolled over on it and twisted his left leg.
Injury timeout inside of 2 minutes.
Now watch his eyes. He looks left. Everybody's covered. Now looks right. Here comes Rowland. And see how his knee just got rolled right there? Watch this now. This is dangerous. I mean dangerous. Watch his left knee. Bang, right there. Oh.
It's an 8-yard loss on the play.
But he's up.
That's 280 pounds landing on that ankle and knee. Reggie Slack is tough, though.
Knees, I know something about knees, and it is the weakest joint on the strongest limb of the body. It is so fragile. I don't care how muscular, how strong you are. It's only held together by ligaments and cartilage, and you get a big guy like that twisting it the wrong way.
You don't want to think about that happening. Got 1:23 to play in the first half.
Glory fans, please note.
I'm Mark Jones along with Tim Brandt and Julie Moran on a beautiful Mother's Day Sunday. Did you make your phone call this morning, Tim?
Absolutely. Nobody was home.
They trying to tell you something?
Maybe they moved. No, we sent the flowers and made the calls. And happy Mother's Day to everybody.
Well, the ball is on the 11 now. On second down. Slack looking left. The shuttle pass to McLemore. McLemore is down to the 3 in a dangerous shuffle pass to
McLemore.
Well, the first indication to me is the fact that he is a little bit shaken up because he didn't come out nearly as quickly. And watch, there's a little hitch in his giddy up here, too. Not pushing off as quickly, not as authoritative with the little shuffle pass. This is the all-Utah pass made famous by Lee Groscup back in the 50s and 60s. Big gainer, usually a safe play, but when you put it up that high, that late, it does become dangerous.
Who's that guy from Utah?
Lee Groscup, you know the cupper.
You are a wealth of information, I'm telling you. Well, due to the late start of the San Antonio-Barcelona game, we'll have a bonus coverage for you during our halftime segment of that one. Our feature on Barcelona coach Jack Bicknell will be seen at a later date because of that. So stay tuned at halftime for coverage of the Barcelona-San Antonio game from Barcelona, Spain, the Prudential at the half. A rose for Mother on Mother's Day.
I heard you call your mom.
That's
you
right.
did it right here from the stadium. I thought it was a little bit rude, though, to reverse the charges. Unbelievable.
I always call home collect. Always call collect. It is a gorgeous day here on the campus of The Ohio State University. Big news here this week. Jimmy Jackson deciding to turn pro.
He was at the hotel Friday when we got in.
Is this Ohio or Vero Beach?
Easy.
Third down and goal.
Red 50. Go. Hard.
Slack, quarterback draw. Will he get in? Yes. Reggie Slack takes it himself to make it 27-14. He's got the whole package, Tim.
He really does, and that's a big score here with 51 seconds to go in the half. That means they'll go into halftime most likely with a 2-touchdown lead. And against Ohio, that is huge.
We're wondering how his ankle would hold up after that last tackle by Chad Rowland.
And his knee. Both look sound, both look solid. He got the push and got the score.
Good enough for a 4-yard run.
He is still limping a little bit on the sidelines, though.
Ready. And this one is blocked. And it's blown dead. That may prove to be interesting in the end. Big Ben Jefferson getting a paw on that one.
Touchdown is no good.
A wild and woolly first half in Columbus, Ohio.
It's the World League, homie. Stick around.
I'm paid to buy the high-volume copiers. I don't want to have to worry about them.
The corporate line from Canon.
It's simple. If our copiers are working, our people are working.
High-volume copying systems so reliable, you don't have to think about them.
All I want to know is it keeps copying, sorting, stapling. End of story.
The corporate line from Canon, the #1 copier company, and the new power in high-volume copying.
Morning breath.
As soon as I have my coffee, it's all gone.
Whether you admit it or not, it's a problem.
Okay, I have morning breath, but it doesn't bother anyone.
Don't be so sure.
Mine's not so bad.
Morning breath's not as bad as you think. It's worse. So get Scope. Its 2 powerful ingredients kill 90% of the bacteria that cause morning breath.
Was my morning breath really that bad?
There's no denying morning breath, so save your breath with Scope.
Here's that extra point. Watch big old Ben Jefferson right here. He is 6'9", 338 pounds, comes through, splits the difference. Watch him work. Oh, he's had a short week, too. His wife just had a baby last week before that game with Frankfurt. He got 1 hour sleep when he went home. Cleveland had the baby born. Cameron Elijah, 9 pounds, 8 ounces. Comes back this week and gets the block on the extra point.
9 pounds. That's healthy. Adam Walker will settle for the touchback. And they'll start off on the 20-yard line. Ben Jefferson with the biggest helmet in the World League.
Had to have that thing specially made.
You can cook a few lobsters in that, huh?
Like Ironhead Hayward.
Don't forget, glorious fans.
That is big. His shoes look like shoe boxes. Played at the University of Maryland, watched him develop there. He's a big-time player. In the NFL, it was just a numbers thing, but now under Larry Little, he's really learned some good technique on that offensive line. He's improved dramatically. I think he's going to get a shot.
Yeah, these guys have high praise of Larry Little, especially all of the offensive linemen. And we don't want to forget the other half of the Ben Jefferson team. Want to wish his wife well. O'Hara complete to the 38-yard line for Walter Wilson, and they stop the clock with 46 seconds remaining in the half.
That play helps them a lot, Mark, because now it takes them up near midfield. They can become more open with their offensive attack. They still have to watch the turnovers, be careful, but they have to be aggressive. They still have plenty of time here to work.
And they're at the 38. O'Hara looks right. Now comes over the middle, incomplete, intended for Adam Walker, who had it in his hands and then is roughed up after the play by Cecil Fletcher. Really wrung his neck afterwards.
Cecil Fletcher on the cover for the Knights.
Cecil said, don't come in my hood.
Got to get this ball down to about the 30 to be in Corrick's field goal range. And he's 1 for 1, 50 yards or better.
Corrick, of course, kicked the winning field goal last week to give this team their first win in franchise history. O'Hara now under pressure and cannot get away from Brian Smith. He's tackled at the 31.
O'Hara sacked.
So that has to hurt.
By Brian Smith.
Brian Smith's second sack of the year.
Timeout.
O'Hara reading. Again, it's the long drop, the 7-step drop. That gives Smith time to get back there. Oh, gentle Ben, what'd you give him, the swinging gate up there?
And O'Hara is favoring his right wrist a little bit.
Now the backup quarterback, if O'Hara is hurt, is Babe Laufenberg, a well-traveled 32-year-old who spent time, as you know, with Washington, San Diego, and
Laufenberg started the season as the team's starting quarterback.
And Dallas.
And O'Hara is out. Here comes Babe.
I had a long talk with Babe yesterday.
Health South Rehabilitation Corporation.
And he thinks things are turning around a little bit. I think everybody's concerned about the offense being somewhat predictable. Babe says he likes to call his own plays, and that has been a problem with Larry Little.
Yeah, he's really struggled. And the offense has at times on the whole. So Babe Laufenberg now takes over from Pat O'Hara. He'll be putting it up right away. Dumps it off to Walker, who dropped the last one and catches this one. Tries to get out of bounds. Did he?
Clock stops at 30. Babe will bring him right back up. Now that'll be it. They'll have to punt this thing away. There's no... I was trying to see the markers, but he's not even close. He's still about 11 yards short.
Take another look at Pat O'Hara's injury. O'Hara will go to San Diego after the season finishes.
All right, but watch after Smith hits him. Watch his hands. He's going to try to pull away, can't, so he tucks the ball and then goes down, and it comes right down on his wrist. See how he tried to catch himself? And then all that weight of Smith, who's 270 pounds, put too much pressure on that thing.
As I started to say, O'Hara will be in San Diego's camp when the season ends. And one of the guys, Tim, that he'll be competing against is Jeff Graham, who was the starting quarterback last year for these Knights.
Working on O'Hara. So O'Hara leaves the game 8 for 16, 182 yards. And he's pushed out of bounds at the 23. I think, Mark, your microphone went south on us here. Still have 16 seconds remaining in the ball game, and the Knights lead 27-14 over the Glory. So as time runs down here in the first half.
All right, let's go downstairs now to Julie, who's got something for us. Julie?
Yes, Pat O'Hara has a deep bruise in his shoulder. They're not sure if he separated his shoulder or not. They're going to check it out at halftime, and we'll get back to you with that report, Tim.
All right, so it is the shoulder and not the wrist. I guess he was holding that wrist to keep the arm immobilized. Talking about that punt by Tom Ruin, his last one was 85-yard punt. That was a World League record. The one that rolled down to the end zone.
Reggie Slack now hands it off to Eric Wilkerson. And Wilkerson is brought down to the 35 with 10 seconds to go.
Eric Wilkerson is the ball carrier.
Wilkerson hasn't played much in the last 3 weeks. He was replaced by Chris McLemore in the starting lineup, but has taken it pretty well.
Interesting first half. We've had big plays. We've had some miscues, but for the most part, I think both teams have played well. New York, New Jersey seems to be a little bit stronger club right now, and they've got the big lead at half, 27-14.
And the Knights last week really got a big monkey off their collective backs in defeating London for the first time in 5 meetings. That's Dennis Thurman talking to his secondary on the sidelines.
He talked with him quite a bit this week. 7 hours of extra meetings, Dennis Thurman and his DBs.
Remember the old VCR overtime work.
They'll make some adjustments at halftime.
Reggie Slack not ready to mail this one in, and it's intercepted by Jason Wallace. And Jason is thrown roughly out of bounds and a flag.
Now there's no time on the clock, but with that flag thrown, the offense will have a play here. I can't understand why he's throwing that pass with 10 seconds left. He's got a 2-touchdown lead. Now in the World League, you do have to be making a valid effort to advance the football. But all he has to do is take the snap and run a quick sneak or hand the ball off. But instead, you're throwing. Jason Wallace, who just came back from the knee injury, gets the interception. Here's the call.
Illegal use of the hands on the offense. Penalties decline. Personal foul against the receiving team. Penalties declined. Half is over.
Thank you, Mr. Official. And Mouse is perplexed. Here's another look.
At the end of the half,
Nice grab by Jason Wallace to make the interception.
Ohio Glory 14.
And Kip Lewis throws him, flings him out of bounds. Mouse wants one more play, I think.
No, I think Ohio does. That's why the coaching staff out there, Larry Little, is in the face of the officials. Larry Little's saying he has one play left, and I think he's right. They deserve to get a play here. The half can't end on that penalty. Oh, this is an embarrassment.
A little confusion on the part of the officials.
Now, I think what happened, they may have called that penalty on the wrong team.
Yeah, he said personal foul on the receiving team. And it should have been on the other way.
The foul was on the offense of the return team. The half is over.
He said the same thing right there. Can we talk? Can we talk? Well, Larry will not get his play. We'll return with bonus coverage from Barcelona, Spain, where the Dragons are hosting the San Antonio Riders. After this message from the World League and a word from our ABC station.
It began as a grand vision, expanding America's favorite sport into new cities, in new countries, creating a new type of spring entertainment spectacle, daring a new breed of player to greatness, showcasing an intensity of play fueled by passion for the game, offering a sports experience with color, sound, and non-stop action. For new fans, proudly displaying their team colors and cheering their favorite stars. The grand vision is now reality, as players in 5 countries take the field every week in a 10-team dash for the World Bowl trophy. America's favorite sport has boldly moved forward, reaching out to more fans in more places than ever before. The World League, expanding the future of pro football.
Sexual harassment on the job. It can happen to anyone. It can happen to you.
You want to do it before we go back to the office?
There's got to be a way to get the man to stop. Nobody in that building's going to support you.
Where has he touched you the other times?
Stephanie Zimbalist, Sexual Advances, Sunday.
I have no choices. Nothing but mangoes to eat. No restaurants. No places to shop. No travel agents. One piece of furniture. One lousy sound system. I need more choices. I need my book.
Right here, Mr. Jones. All the choices you need.
Thanks, Friday. Friday, you got the phone?
Just the facts.
The genuine New Jersey Bell Yellow Pages. 9 out of 10 use it. No other book can match it. A Bell Atlantic Company.
There's a celebration going on at Nobody Beats the Whiz. It's our sweet 16th birthday, and we're rocking with our May Music Marathon. Everything is on sale in our music department. Every label is on sale. Every artist is on sale. Every title is on sale. Everything from country western to R&B. Everything from jazz to classical. Everything from rap to rock and roll. Everything is on sale in our music department during the May Music Marathon at Nobody Beats the Whiz.
The Art of Love, Frame, the late movie at 11:30.
The Prudential Halftime Report, brought to you by The Prudential. In a changing world, one thing remains rock solid: The Prudential.
We welcome you to Montjuic Stadium in Barcelona, Spain. This is the site of the opening ceremonies for the 1992 Barcelona Summer Olympic Games, and we've reached the 2-minute warning of this game. San Antonio leads Barcelona 7-0. And along with Dick Vermeil, Jim Valvano here with us. I'm Roger Chuiva. We welcome you. Of course, the situation with this game was that the Barcelona Dragons, who train and live in Sitges, about 20 miles south, were stuck in a monumental traffic jam with an accident, and it took them over 3 hours to travel 20 miles. Consequently, the game got underway late. The story of this game, Ivory Lee Brown, 11 carries, 38 yards, and a touchdown. The Riders held the ball for over 10 minutes in the first quarter. The Dragons, 5 possessions, 5 punts, and they allowed only their second rushing touchdown of the season. And Dick Vermeil, that came on this short run by Ivory Lee Brown, first possession of the game.
Well, they gave the ball to the right guy, 253-pound halfback, and he's been running well in this ball game. Came into the ball game as the league's leading rusher, and you can see why.
His 5th rushing touchdown of the year, so we'll pick it up. 2 minutes to go. First half, 3rd down and 12. Mike Johnson, the quarterback for the San Antonio Riders, trips to the near side. As they take it from the 30-yard line and down the field for San Antonio is Darryl Colbert. He's very close to the first down as Adrian Jones will make the tackle. Jones is the man who is the leading interceptor in the World League.
Mike Jones really enjoys the 2-minute offense. He says as a quarterback he'd like to run the 2-minute offensive principles all through the ball game.
Mike Johnson now in the shotgun. First down for San Antonio. Good throw right there by Johnson out of Akron University. Hits Colbert again. Glenn Cobb from Illinois comes up to make the tackle. And keep in mind, in the final 2 minutes of the first half and the end of the game, the clock does stop on the first down. And inside the 45 to the 44-yard line is where San Antonio will have it now.
Barcelona plays a lot of pure zone, and especially so in these situations. They're dropping right now.
Searcy swinging out of the backfield, and that's who Johnson finds at the 40-yard line. He leans ahead for a couple more. Eric Naposki makes a stop. We'll be back to Barcelona with more right after this.
In a world of sweeping changes, there is one certainty. The financial strength of the rock. The Prudential Rock Solid.
Have you had your V8 today? Did you know that V8 juice has fewer calories than that orange and 100% of the daily allowance of vitamin C?
Wow.
And did you know that V8 is 100% vegetable juice, so it has no fat, unlike that low-fat milk? Wow. And did you know that V8 has more vitamin A than that serving of fresh broccoli?
Wow. I gotta have a V8.
V8 is a nutritious blend of 8 vegetable juices that taste terrific. Have you had your V8 today?
Dear Thompson's, when the store ran out of Thompson's water seal, we finished our deck with another brand. What a mistake. The Thompson side beat it up, the other side, nothing. Even the clerk agreed, nothing works like Thompson's. Sincerely, Becky Jones, Charlotte, North Carolina.
My kid's big game and I was out of deodorant, so I used a Suave Super Stick. Things couldn't have been closer, but Suave's odor protection hung tough. And since I knew it cost less, I switched.
Suave Super Stick deodorant. So effective you won't believe the price.
You don't look good.
Well, you're stuck here.
Oh, man, how we gonna get out of here, man? Wait a minute. Sound like, isn't that? Sure looks like it. That's that new KFC honey barbecue chicken.
New KFC honey barbecue fried chicken in Lake Edna or your neck of the woods. Now try new KFC honey barbecue chicken, 8 pieces, just $5.99, or a 2-piece snack, just $1.99.
Saturday features a current big shot and a former long shot. First leading money winner Fred Couples and the PGA's best tee it up at the GTE Byron Nelson Classic. Then on ABC's Wide World of Sports, Kentucky Derby winner Lily T goes after the second jewel in the Chrysler Triple Crown Challenge, the Preakness Stakes. It's all live Saturday on ABC Sports.
This is Paul Page at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and this was the provisional front row for the Indy 500 as we left you yesterday, with Roberto Guerrero on the pole. But there are still 2 big names yet to qualify, Michael Andretti and Jim Crawford. We'll have full coverage coming up right after the game.
Welcome to Montjuic Stadium in Barcelona, Spain. Score is 7-0. San Antonio leading Barcelona. Barcelona clinching the European Division Championship with the loss by Frankfurt last night. And after the penalty for illegal man downfield, it is 3rd down and 12 for Mike Johnson and the San Antonio Riders. 26 seconds left to go first half. Johnson throwing downfield, intended receiver there is number 80, Wayne Walker. Adrian Jones was on the coverage, and that's going to set up a field goal now for the San Antonio Riders. And Dick, earlier in this game, they had a 4th down situation. Instead of going for the field goal, they tried to run it, and Barcelona was able to stop him.
Yeah, it really changed the momentum of the ball game because San Antonio was doing so well. They tried to get greedy, go for it. Barcelona stops them. They get fired up and have been playing good defense ever since.
41-yard field goal attempt by Jim Gallery, the veteran out of Minnesota. He is 1 of 2 in that 40 to 49-yard distance.
He's 1 for 8 in 2 years. He hasn't made many from that distance.
There's a win from right to left, and he puts that one through. So Jim Gallery with the field goal, and that gives the San Antonio Riders a 10-0 lead over Jack Bicknell and the Barcelona Dragons here at Montjuic Stadium in Barcelona, Spain. Big crowd on hand this evening for this game. So for Jim Valvano and Dick Vermeil, I'm Roger Twibel. We're going to be sending you back to the game between the Knights and the Glory, and we'll keep you updated on this contest from Barcelona as the day proceeds. Let's go back to Mark Jones.
The Prudential Halftime Report has been brought to you by The Prudential. In a changing world, one thing remains rock solid: The Prudential.
In a world of constant change, there is one certainty: the financial strength of the rock, the Prudential, rock solid.
Sports and Science Converge, brought to you by AT&T, sponsor of the '92 U.S. Olympic team. Howard Johnson, the New York Mets All-Star, was last season's National League home run champion, setting the home run record for switch hitters with 38. His success at the plate is no fluke. For several years, Johnson has used a high-tech reaction trainer to help him with his timing. The goal is to increase the amount of time he will wait on a pitch before swinging.
The longer you wait, the better hitter you'll be. What the machine will do is it will simulate game situations and will force you to make adjustments in your swing, in your stance, or whatever it takes to get ready to hit in reference to a game. By simulating a game, you will make those adjustments automatically, and pretty soon you have the sensation of feeling like you can wait longer on a ball, and therefore that you'll be less likely to be fooled on a pitch.
The device indicates an inside or outside pitch or a take, then records the elapsed time until the hit. When used on game days, it acclimates a hitter to the true speed of a fastball.
It's definitely given me an edge, I feel, the last few years on the competition that I have to face, and it's stiff competition.
Brought to you by AT&T, proud sponsor of the '92 U.S. Olympic team.
AT&T Reach Out America customers will soon hear 40% more laughter. Their memories will be 40% brighter. And their smiles will be 40% warmer. Because calls made from 5 to 10 p.m. on your June bill will be 40% less than AT&T standard rates for customers with an evening discount. 40% off on calls to everyone. And 40% less means 40% more to share.
Alka-Seltzer Plus Sinus Allergy takes on the toughest allergies.
Yard work makes my allergies go crazy. But Alka-Seltzer Plus works great. Even relieves my watery eyes. Good thing. It's a big lawn.
Alka-Seltzer Plus, tough medicine for tough allergy symptoms.
At the first tickly itch of athlete's foot, Gasonex. Killing those grungy fungi before they get cracking and burning. Go get that can now, or else don't blame Gasonex.
World League Football. Brought to you by Chrysler Corporation and its divisions, proud sponsors of the 1992 U.S. Olympic team. By Sears Auto Center. You got to ask yourself, who's going to back you better in Sears? And by Kentucky Fried Chicken. Nobody's cooking like today's KFC.
Tim, 27-14, the first half ending on a controversial play.
No question it was controversial, but looking at it during the half, studying this, it looks as if his call, the way it was called, was correct. Now, watch Jason Wallace come over and make the interception. All right, 24, the bottom of your screen. The safety, Wallace, is now the offensive player. Kip Lewis, 88, in white, is now the defensive player. He grabs him inbounds, throws him out of bounds. That's where we thought the foul was. Personal foul, the half can't end. Wrong. Now watch, 59 Kuntz pushes from behind. That is an offensive player, and the rule says on a foul by the offense in the last play of the half, the down is not replayed, and the play in which the foul is committed is nullified. Half is over. So the call, as it was called, was correct. I was wrong, but I was assuming that it was a personal foul against Lewis on Wallace. And if that was the case, then the half could not end. So then we go to Jerry Seaman, who's up here. Jerry Seaman, an NFL referee, is up here as a supervisor. Overseeing things. He says even if it was called on Lewis, if the zeros on the clock were up, then even that personal foul is overruled and the half does end. Controversial. I think where the embarrassing part comes is it wasn't explained, and that's what had Larry Little so upset. He ran all the way across the field. He went over to talk to Gary Lane, the referee.
We never did get an indication from the official on who the perpetrator was.
Well, side judge Van Goldmont was right there on the play and threw the flag.
Well, we kick off the second half. And this is Cornell Burbage, who's tackled at the 21-yard line. Ohio trailed at halftime. They've only led at halftime one time all season. If we look at the halftime statistics, they're even in the turnover department. That's good news for Ohio. That hasn't happened often this season.
Well, that's right. The rest of it, New York, New Jersey has the lead both in first downs and rushing yards. They also have it in passing yards and total yards. See, in the red zone, they've been successful 3 out of 4 times. It was just that one stand down there that prevented them from doing it 4 out of 4.
Reggie Slack was brilliant in the first half of play. An average of 8.4 yards on first down. Slack scrambling. Has a wide open receiver, Kip Lewis. Tries to put a move on Michael Adams and is tackled at the 37, but he'll have a first down. Let's have a look at how we got to this point where it's 27-14. It was 7-0 on Melvin Patterson's World League record 99-yard touchdown reception. Then Lonnie Turner answered, finding the ball away from the DB for a 50-yard touchdown. Then Chris McLemore ran it in from 9 yards out to put the Knights up 14-7. From there, Amir Rasul punched it over from a yard out to knot the game at 14 apiece. Also in the second quarter, Eric Wilkerson ran one in from 3 yards to put the Knights up 21-14, and then Reggie Slack took one in himself from 4 yards to make it 27-14. The extra point was blocked on that touchdown. Slack struggling and scrambling. Eluding pressure and firing incomplete for Monty Gilbreth. Reggie Slack, boy, Sandlot quarterback or what?
Well, I think he's more disciplined than that, but he is very, very versatile. He's got that escapability. Watch him here. Hey, watch this. Pulls it down, feels the pressure, looks to the left, feels the reverse, comes back the other way after Jackson missed him. Now watch. Here comes the referee right here. Becomes his lead blocker. Now watch the block he gets. Come on, Reggie. Use him, use him, use him. That's it, and then throw the pass. He's part of the field.
He's got to learn how to follow his blockers, though.
Well, Gary Lane was right there out in front.
Second down and 10. And Reggie Slack wants to talk this one over. The Knights lead 27-14. We're just underway here in the third quarter. Stick around.
For tires, there's only one name I look up to.
America's #1 name in tires, and at one tire store that I trust. Is now at America's #1 tire store. Goodyear comes to Sears, and all Goodyear Eagles at Sears are on sale. Save up to 25%.
What could be more American? Goodyear at Sears.
All Eagles now on sale at Sears, America's #1 tire store.
Who's going to back you better than Sears?
Open road, mountain high, morning mist, golden sky. Kawasaki, it's where I wanna be. City streets, desert sun, rolling hills, forest run. Kawasaki, it's where I wanna be. Yeah!
No matter where you want to be, you can get there on a Kawasaki.
Kawasaki, let the good times roll.
With Minwax polyurethane, you can do more than admire your wood. You can live with it, too, because Minwax contains pure urethane oil to protect wood while giving it beauty you can really live with. Minwax keeps wood beautiful.
Legend says dangling your feet in the lake at Dunlow keeps you feeling fresh and clean the rest of your days. There's a bit of this in every bar of Irish Spring. Ah, the lost and fresh scent of Irish Spring. The Irish never quit.
The World League playoff races heat up when San Antonio battles the Frankfurt Galaxy, or the Thunder tries to put out the fire, next Sunday on ABC Sports.
Happy Mother's Day to all here on a beautiful Sunday afternoon in Columbus, Ohio. I'm Mark Jones along with Tim Brandt and Julie Moran. We're just getting underway here in the third quarter, and the Knights have a 13-point lead over the Glory. Reggie Slack has gone the distance and has been brilliant so far. And as I say that, he throws an incomplete pass for Lonnie Turner.
It's intended for Lonnie Turner.
Take a look at the first half possessions. Ohio's field position was not all that stellar. But for the Knights, well, they were just a touch better. Starting their own 23, 49, 37, 20, and 29. Their average scoring drive during the first half was 5 plays, going 62 yards, and only using a minute 57 on the clock.
Big third down defensively for Ohio. They know they trailed 13 and got to make this stop.
Slack fires, completes it, and we'll have to see where they spot this football.
They're going to mark him enough for the first down, or at least close to it. And Larry Little again is incensed.
They spot it at just over the 46-yard line. Lonnie Turner made the nice catch, and Mike Adams made the tackle. But Turner knew exactly where he had to get to.
Yes, he did. Larry Little's not happy with the call, but it was made immediately, and Slack now shaken up again. Had to get to the 46-yard line, and there's the hit by Coots on Slack, and Slack now goes out of the ball game.
Quality Office Furnishings and Design.
Now, if he can't return for a play or however long, the backup quarterback is Doug Peterson. And he comes into the game now. Hope to get a report on you from Julie, from Reggie Slack, and the extent of his injury. Saw what Peterson did last week against London, threw for a touchdown.
Cajun Cannon out of Northeast Louisiana.
McLemore up the gut.
Jack, go ahead, Jack. McLemore is the ball carrier.
A pickup of 20 yards that time for Chris McLemore.
McLemore's going to limp off. You know, he came into this game with a neck strain, and now he's limping off. He had a touchdown last week.
I want to tell you now that the Barcelona-San Antonio game is at halftime, and our crew is there, and they will be giving you updates on that score. San Antonio leads Barcelona. It's 10-0 at halftime. Barcelona's had a tough time scoring points all season. Here's Eric Wilkerson on the counter. Wilkerson down to the 22, tackled by Darren Hughes.
Boy, 2 big runs now. You have McLemore, and then Wilkerson comes right back. You change quarterback, Slack goes out. I'd tighten the forces now. I'd force him to throw. He comes off, he's not warmed up. I'd force him to pass and not spread out. I'd try to close things down in the middle.
The first 1,500 fans through the gates on May 9th.
Maybe pressure him a little bit, come with a blitz, give him some different looks. Here's Peterson on first down and 10. Got 3 receivers to the bottom of the screen.
Here's his
It looks the other way, and that's Cornell Burbage down to the 13-yard line. Just shy of a first down.
Boy, you know, for a guy coming off the bench replacing Reggie Slack, who's got that ice pack now on that right hand. Peterson comes in and just threw that with authority.
Boy, you hate to see that happen to Reggie Slack after the brilliant first half that he had.
He was taking some licks, so they ran that option a couple times. He was hit. We saw him hurt his knee when he got rolled up on, and now the hand.
A little movement on the left side of the Knights offensive line. Looked like Joey Baines was the guy that moved. The Slack goes into the locker room now.
Wonder if they're going to get that thing x-rayed.
The thing you like about Reggie Slack, he is so even-tempered. Very cool demeanor.
Those numbers are impressive. 15 for 25, a touchdown. He did have the interception. Understand now it's a dislocated finger on his throwing hand. They're going to take him in.
Well, hopefully that won't keep him out for too long, Tim.
Well, he missed some games earlier with that shoulder injury.
Yeah, was hurt against Orlando and missed the game. Kip Lewis goes in motion. And another miscue by that offensive line. And again, it looked like it was Joey Baines. Maybe that's a function of the new quarterback coming in.
Today's attendance, 20,513. The Ohio Glory thanks you very much.
False start, offense before the snap, number 71, second down.
And it was Baines again.
Also visit the Olive Garden on Hamilton Road, 1 mile south.
Nice crowd on hand here this afternoon, over 20,000. 20,513.
Just a spectacular day weather-wise.
Second down and 11. Peterson rolls left. Now looks back the other way. Fires to the sideline, and it's tipped away nicely by the quarterback, Aaron Ruffin. Kip Lewis had come back to the ball, but Ruffin got there first.
Well, number one, Peterson had a lot of time to locate a receiver. When he finally did, there was pressure coming from the outside, stepped up, and Ruffin got a good break on this ball. It's a little bit lower. He made the interception, but watch this. Comes in, steps in, goes as high as he can, and just knocks it away with that right hand. Very, very nicely done.
Please go to gate 26 to claim your prize.
Third down and 11. Peterson, flag down, completes it to Lewis. And a nice tackle by Darren Hughes. Caught him from behind. Got him by the shoestring.
They'll bring it back, though. This will probably be offensive holding.
Row 39.
Mouse has been kind of quiet today on the sidelines, Tim.
Olive Garden gift certificate.
A little subdued.
Please go to section 26. That's gate 26 to the Ohio Glory official.
Watch the middle of your screen now. Anytime you're dropping back like this, here comes the flag is thrown in that area. 9 times out of 10, it's going to be offensive holding. There's the takedown right there. Looked like Hulk Hogan. Then they throw the flag right at him.
Holding, offense, number 54, 10-yard penalty, return down.
Didn't get the pin, though.
Called on Leroy Truitt. You know that flag's got a little weight in it, so they can throw it. Sometimes that hits it home, you can hear it. It just sounds like a stone hitting you.
He'll ring his bell. You know, maybe Ohio can disrupt the rhythm of this night's offense now that Slack's out of the game.
Come on. No.
Turn this thing around a little bit. Ohio showing blitz, and they get to Peterson. Man, they got there quickly. A flag down and a fumble. Ohio has it.
Harvey was offside. He lined up both sides and then anticipated and came too quickly.
Can't celebrate yet.
No, this will be against the Ohio Glory.
Fumble is recovered by Joel Dixon.
Defense, offside, 5-yard penalty.
You know what? Harvey was there almost faster than the ball got to the quarterback.
He almost intercepted the snap.
Watch 56. Watch him cheating right here. Watch him come now. Here he comes, leaning up. He's almost in the neutral zone. Across too quickly. Well, I mean, he got there too. Yo, on the plane several weeks ago, remember we told that story? There were some kids on the airplane. They thought he was Mr. T.
All decked out in his gold.
Misidentification.
Ball's on the 30 on 3rd and 16. Want to remind you, Reggie Slack is in the locker room with a dislocated finger on his throwing hand. That's Peterson's shot. He misfires. Trying to find Monty Gilbreth. And there's a look at Reggie Slack. Now, what happened?
That's where it hurts. Okay. But it looks stable. We have the X-ray?
We're going to run him afterwards.
What?
We're going to run it afterwards.
Okay. Do we have some towel? I mean, Steve, that's some funny tape.
Yeah, that's all right. How'd you do it?
Oh, we got some in the kit.
Yeah, so some tape.
We wanted to just these two fingers.
Reggie Slack being attended to. Back on the field, Kendall Traynor now from 48. Got some leg on it, but it's wide.
That's a big defensive series for the Ohio Glory.
Sure is. They hold, and now they'll have the ball. The chance to put some points on the board. Reggie Slack could be done.
Well, you're stuck here.
Where is here?
This is Lake Edna.
Lake Edna?
Hammer.
We gotta make this shot. Wait a minute. Sound like it's gonna be another one of those. Isn't that? Sure looks like it. That's that new KFC honey barbecue chicken. Yo, this is one of those records when the
KFC honey barbecue fried chicken. Something new in Lake Edna or your neck of the woods.
Anything you can handle, we can handle. Yokohama High Performance Tires.
Making your place look great should be fun and save you money. To do it right the first time, just ask Ace.
This 100-foot extension cord is only $7.99, and white resin stacking chairs are just $6.88 each.
Ace Best Buy is another reason Ace is the place for you.
I'm paid to buy the high-volume copies. I don't want to have to worry about them.
The corporate line from Canon.
If our copiers are working, our people are working.
Reliable high-volume copiers you don't have to think about. The corporate line from Canon, the new power in high-volume copy.
Cool, crisp, clean. Old Spice. It puts the wind in your sails.
Tuesday, Barbara stacks up Roseanne to Lucy. Leno to Carson, and Schwarzenegger to the Duke.
That's a good one.
The best of Barbara Walters, Tuesday.
Got a few Ohio State students studying for their finals with the score 27-14. Babe Laufenberg is in at quarterback for Ohio. A couple of understudies have taken over now at the quarterbacking position. He gives it off to Amir Rasul, who's tackled right at the line of scrimmage by Tony Woods. Get a chance to see what Laufenberg can do. Pat O'Hara was shaken up near the end of the first half. He suffered an injury to his wrist.
The Knights lined up like they were bringing the house on the blitz, and one by one they all backed off, but it was after Babe had already made a read.
Babe Laufenberg, the NFL veteran in at quarterback. Laufenberg complete to Walter Wilson. And there's a guy that's been kind of quiet during the day. Walter Wilson with a pickup of 11 yards on that catch.
Well, because of the pressure the Knights have been applying. They already knocked O'Hara out of the game, but they couldn't get the passes out to Wilson. They couldn't get the passes out to anybody for the most part. They've had to pull down so many and try to tuck it away.
Wilson telling me that he wanted to sign with an NFL team on the East Coast, preferably, at the end of the season. Came into the game with 49 receptions. That's tops in the World League.
He's playing with bruised ribs.
Got to get those snaps in, though, in this league. You pick up bonus money depending on how many snaps you take. Laufenberg complete to Walter Wilson at midfield, and there's a flag down. This may be that no bump rule.
Could very well be. You know, with all the confusion on both sidelines by the coaches and these guys are doing a pretty good job keeping this ball game in control.
It's against the defense. We've got another game going on in Barcelona, and our crew is there, and they're available. And Roger Twyble, Dick Vermeil, and Jim Valvano will be updating us on the scores in that one. Jim Valvano on the Ramblas in Spain. Oh, boy.
Scary thought, isn't it? Jimmy V. Maybe they'll understand him over there.
This is Spanish he speaks, isn't it? Here's the call.
Contact on the defense. Penalties decline. 2nd down, 2.
That was on the Walter Wilson reception. Wilson had a season high of 10 catches for 113 yards earlier this season against Montreal.
This game will become very interesting again if Babe can get him in here for a score. 8 minutes, 10 seconds to go, 3rd quarter.
He's accustomed to this relief role, so he's no stranger to it. He hands it off, and this is Rasul. Rasul could score. He's got some room. He's got 2 guys to beat. And they push him out of bounds at the 12-yard line. So there's the spark they've been looking for. A pickup of 35 yards.
Knights coming with a blitz. Once that first wave got by and rolled, Rasul popped it. There's nobody home in the secondary. Everybody's coming up front. Here comes the blitz. Boom. Now he's passed those guys into the secondary. Danny Land, 33, can't get there. Carey can't get there, 23. The big gainer all the way down to the 14-yard line by Rasul. Fans wanted a late hit there, but the push out of bounds. Johnson and Danny Land were there.
Laufenberg steps back and calls timeout. Hey, the Ohio Glory aren't dead. With 7:35 remaining in the 3rd quarter, they're close to scoring. We'll see if they do when we come back.
Have you had your V8 today? Did you know that V8 juice has fewer calories than that orange and 100% of the daily allowance of vitamin C?
Wow.
And did you know that V8 is 100% vegetable juice, so it has no fat, unlike that low-fat milk? Wow. And did you know that V8 has more vitamin A than that serving of fresh broccoli?
Wow. I gotta have a V8.
V8 is a nutritious blend of 8 vegetable juices that taste terrific. Have you had your V8 today?
Hey, fellas, have you seen what McCulloch's been up to?
No, we've been on vacation.
There it is.
Hey, Barney, that's no chainsaw. It's too skinny.
It's a McCulloch string trimmer.
String trimmer?
It cuts weeds and edges grass in places where a lawnmower won't go.
Looks like a gas-powered golf club.
Actually, it's more like a chainsaw for weeds.
First chainsaws, now string trimmers. What's McCulloch going to come up with next? How about a roadmap? I think we're lost. A beaver is never lost.
See the new, more powerful McCulloch string trimmers at your McCulloch dealer and put Mac to work.
Anything you can handle, we can handle. Yokohama High Performance Tires.
The world's top drivers hit the track at Talladega in one of the wildest finishes ever. It's the 2nd challenge in the International Race of Champions, today on ABC Sports.
The Knights leading 27-14 on a beautiful, crisp and clear, sun-drenched day here in Columbus, Ohio. In our other game, San Antonio leads Barcelona 17-0. Mike Johnson doing the job at quarterback. And the Cleveland Cavaliers defeat Boston in overtime. Larry Bird did play and dress in that game. Laufenberg looks into the end zone. Incomplete. Tried to hit Walter Wilson.
Pass is incomplete, intended for
Well, I tell you how close it is. Wilson got a hand on it. Good coverage in the secondary, though. Danny Land, guy who spent a lot of time in the NFL. As a matter of fact, he appeared in all 16 games for the Raiders last year.
I like that call, going into the end zone on 1st down.
Coach is all over Mike Graybill, the left tackle, telling him to get up on the line of scrimmage.
Give Babe a little protection. He's 3 for 4 so far. But they need a touchdown or a score. They hand it off to Adam Walker. Walker trying to square his shoulders up, and he's pushed out at the 3.
Yeah, but what he did is he got a first down, so now they're going to have first and goal at the 3.
Ohio marching on.
Boy, there's a guy, Adam Walker. He comes out of Pitt. The 49ers cut him after he hurt his ankle, but he's a good player, 6'1", 208. Feels like he's just coming into his own. Again, they felt the pressure coming, so what they do is they pull 60, arm in there, get a block. Walker pops it up and gets the first down.
It's Walker's first run of the day and good for a first down. Rasul now checks back in. And Lydell Carr is the other back in the backfield, split behind Laufenberg. Give it to Rasul. And he's tripped up back at the 6-yard line by Fletcher.
Rasul is the ball carrier.
A numbers game. That's what football is. It's a numbers game. They outnumbered, the Knights defense outnumbered the line of scrimmage on that side. Fletcher comes through cleanly. They put more guys over there than Ohio could handle. Here he is right here coming up. Nobody picks him up. And the tackle's made. And that's exactly what Larry Little saying on the sideline. He's saying they outnumbered us on that side. They had too many guys for us to pick up.
It's a game in the trenches. Second and goal. Rasul gets the block, and he stopped just short at the 1-yard line by Wes Pritchett.
Tell you what, though, the Knights did the same thing. They overloaded to the right side, the left side of the offense. So this time, Ohio goes the opposite way. They try to push Rasul outside. Had he gotten all the way outside, past Pritchett, he would have scored. 14 carries now, 73 yards for Rasul. See if they can bang this thing in. We've got a ball game.
Yeah, good to see him get off, Tim. Last week, carried the ball 12 times for only 20 yards. Carr and Rasul in the backfield. And movement on the right side of the Ohio line. And this will be against the offense.
Looked like Ben Jefferson got a little bit anxious there. Boy, that'll hurt, too.
Right now, let's go to Barcelona and check in with Roger Twyble.
Before the snap, number 64 offense.
Opening drive of the third quarter for the San Antonio Riders, and they give it to 255-pound Ivory. Lee Brown stumbling and gets into the end zone. 3 yards out for the TD, his second of the day. San Antonio leads it 17-0. Let's go to Mark Jones.
All right, Roger. Boy, Brown is a hoss and a half, isn't he, Tim? Third down. 3 receivers to the bottom of your screen.
Boy, that penalty kills them, takes them away from the goal line. Now they got to throw.
Wilson in motion. He's the go-to guy. And Laufenberg is looking into the end zone, throws it up. Incomplete. He tried to hit Patterson, and he just threw it away. Tony Woods was right in his face.
Well, because of the penalty now, the motion penalty on Ben Jefferson, they've got to settle for a field goal instead of being down there nestled up against that goal line with a chance just to bang it in.
So Jerry Corrick will line up for a field goal. It'll be a chip shot. Came into the ball game 4 of 9 on the season.
I wouldn't say chip shot for a team that took about 7 weeks to get an extra point.
This one is going to come from 23 yards away. Nice snap, nice spot, and it proves to be a chip shot. Jerry Corrick, now 5 of 10 on the season. 27-17. Stick around.
Billy T goes for the second jewel of the Triple Crown, Saturday on ABC Sports.
It's no secret that foreign competitors have been giving American car makers a real beating. About 5 years ago, we decided enough is enough. This is where it stops. The first thing we did was take a good hard look at our own company. And if we found something that slowed things down or didn't add value or improved quality, we dumped it. Then we reorganized the whole place into 4 platform chains: large car, small car, truck, and minivan. We spent $1 billion on a new technology center. Now, this new way of doing business means we'll be putting our concepts in your garage while the competition is still sharpening their pencils. And if you want proof, we've got proof. The Dodge Viper, a Jeep Grand Cherokee, and this fall, a whole new line of family sedans. At Chrysler, we believe that standing still is a great way to get run over. In this business, you lead, follow, or get out of the way.
No better way to face the day.
The morning belongs to Speed Stick. It's 110% protection against wetness and odor that lasts all day. Start the morning with Speed Stick, the wide stick, for powerful 24-hour protection.
No better way to face the day. No better way to face the day.
Speed Stick, 110% protection.
Ohio had to settle for a field goal, but this is how close they came to a touchdown. Watch Laufenberg get it back to Rasul. Now, you've got to watch your blockers. Let's freeze this thing right now. Bang. All right, now Carr's got this guy. Rasul goes this way. He's got a touchdown. Instead, he cuts it back in, and everybody gets him at the 1. Now, go ahead and roll it, and you'll see he should have gone outside. He could have had the touchdown.
Back to the action. Here's Eric Wilkerson, who's tackled at the 22-yard line. Ohio may be getting a little momentum here. And why not? They get some great fans. Julie Moran is standing by with some diehards.
Well, a losing ball club doesn't usually get the fan support that the Ohio Glory's got. I've got the #1, #2 fans right here, Greg and Ken, and you guys are diehards. You traveled to Barcelona to watch this team. I've got to ask, why?
Well, we just wanted to support the World League and Columbus football, and so we decided to take the trip and make it a real long one.
But it gets a little expensive, doesn't it? Tell me about that trip to Barcelona.
Well, you'd be amazed at the bargains you can find on airfare if you set things up ahead of time. The hotel was only about $150 a night, and the rental car, you know, everything thrown in, tickets to the game were complimentary to the team, sightseeing and stuff. It wasn't that expensive.
So you like having a pro team in Columbus?
Very much.
All right, back to you, Mark and Tim.
All right, Julie. Only $150 a night?
That's more than a week's salary.
Triple mine. An incomplete pass on first down. $150 a night. Only. It's not the Comfort Inn either.
Well, you know, Peterson, who stepped in for the injured Reggie Slack, almost threw the interception that time. This game has changed dramatically. The lead's been cut back to 10. Still 4:55 to go in the third period, but a turnover here could really get Ohio back in it. And they almost just had it.
Let's see what Peterson can do. He's taken over from Reggie Slack, who suffered a dislocated finger on his throwing hand. Peterson completes it down to the 39-yard line from Monty Gilbreth. Pick up of 17 yards. Nice looking pass that time by Peterson.
Really was. He sat back, stepped up, threw it with authority, found the hole in the defense, and drilled it there. Watch him. He locates Gilbreth right now, has the protection, steps up. There he is, sitting right in the middle of the zone, makes the catch. Nicely done.
Gilbreth only 5'7", 170. And those receivers are small, but they can play. Wilkerson with a nice juke. Down to the 41-yard line. Pickup of 18, but boy, put a move on that DB. Eric Wilkerson led the World League in rushing last year, but since has been relegated to second team.
771 yards last year rather. Here's what he has today.
Wilkerson, a former member of the Detroit Lions and Pittsburgh Steelers in the National Football League. First down and 10 for the Knights.
Thank you, sir.
On the draw, Wilkerson is tripped up and falls forward to the 40-yard line. But still, you have to wonder what is going to happen to the New York, New Jersey Knights if Reggie Slack can't come back for the rest of the season. We hate to speculate, but at this point, it might be a possibility. They've got 2 games remaining. They play Barcelona and Montreal, both home games.
1 yard on
and to have a shot at a wild card spot, they've got to win every one.
They would finish the season at 6-4 if they could win out. And they would have to hope that teams from the North American West Division would lose. Peterson, quick drop, and right into the arms of number 90, A.J. Jimerson. A loss of 6 yards. A quick drop, and he got dropped.
He has been active all day. Earlier we were talking about his speed. Watch him go. Jimerson, right from the get-go, has him in his sights and just goes after him untouched. Again, just overloading, outnumbering. The guy comes free and makes the tackle.
A.J. is an absolutely jarring tackle. Ohio showing blitz here. Peterson fumbles it. There's a flag down. Ball loose at midfield, and Jimerson knocked it out of Peterson's hands.
He does have some speed, doesn't he?
Been all over the place.
6'3", 235. Tall and lanky. Strong.
Peterson's pass.
There is no flag on the play.
Peterson recovered his own fumble, but the Knights will have to punt it away. We got 2:05 remaining in the third quarter, and Ohio has a good shot at some good field position. If they can put some more points on here before the quarter ends, they'd be in business. They already are.
It'll be Babe Laufenberg who goes again. We've got word now that O'Hara is definitely out separated shoulders, so he ends the day 9 for 17, 182 yards.
Liljedahl gets off a terrible punt. And the ball is down at the 13-yard line, a 38-yard punt. And we've just received word that Reggie Slack will be all right to play next week. So that's good news for the Knights. Bob Liljedahl, the singing cowboy. He's a big hit on that old karaoke circuit. Well, the Ian Kendall trainer. Great country western singers.
There's O'Hara, who's got a separated shoulder, will not be back today. The word is it's a slight separation, though.
I don't feel badly for him. He was just starting to play very well the last 3-4 games. Babe on the quick hit to Melvin Patterson. Patterson looks for someone to lateral it to, but couldn't find anyone. Richard Carey brought him down.
How about the Babe? He may be 32, but he stepped up that time, threw the ball like he was 18.
Still a little fire in the furnace. Time winding down in the third quarter.
32 years of age, Babe Laufenberg. He's older than some of the coaches and owners in this league.
They had a Babe Laufenberg fan club here in Columbus.
They've got him in Dallas. They've got him in Washington.
World renowned. Adam Walker on the handoff.
They even made a movie after him, didn't they, the Babe?
Wrong guy, I think.
As we take a look at the playoff situation, two teams in, Orlando and Barcelona. London, Montreal, and Frankfurt are all thinking about next year, along with Ohio. The Glory finally got a win. That's all that counts. And if only the Knights had not gotten off to that slow start, they'd be right in the thick of the picture. Although mathematically, they're still in it. Just like last season, started off 0-3. This year, they started off 0-4. Laufenberg to the air. And Walter Wilson was thinking about getting his feet down and couldn't catch the ball, and he hit someone on the sideline.
Laufenberg's pass is intended for Walter Wilson. Incomplete.
One of the people on the sideline got shaken up and got a shower, too. I think that was the same guy that was shaken up back in San Antonio a few weeks back.
Babe going after Wilson here, tried to lay it out and let him run under it. Just let him a little bit too far. And there's the contact.
A lot of contact. Laufenberg hits his back. Adam Walker. Walker is stopped just shy of the first down at the 33. We've got 2 seconds remaining in the third quarter. That'll be the last play.
Mark Moore and Cecil Fletcher on the stop for the night.
And now he's getting iced up. Boy, ice is at a premium here. One open up a concession. We'll return with more World League action after this from our ABC stations.
You are wasting film.
Who's America's Funniest Mom? It's a special Mother's Day edition of Funniest Home Videos.
Things that make you go, Happy Mother's Day, Mom.
Sunday.
World League, brought to you in part by Nobody Beats the Wiz. For everything in home electronics, music, and movies, Nobody Beats the Wiz. And by New Jersey Bell Yellow Pages. No other book can match it. A Bell Atlantic company.
There's a celebration going on at Nobody Beats the Wiz. It's our sweet 16th birthday, and we're rocking. Take an extra 16% off selected TVs, VCRs, camcorders, and cameras. Take an extra 16% off selected audio components, cellular phones, personal computers, and compact discs, and pay 0% interest on your Privilege Plus card. The sweet 16th birthday sale at Nobody Beats the Wiz. How sweet it is.
If someone told me there was a 90% chance of rain, I'd carry an umbrella. And if someone told me there was a 90% chance lightning would strike this spot, I'd move. Now, if someone told me 90% of the people use the genuine New Jersey Bell Yellow Pages, I'd put an ad in it. The genuine New Jersey Bell Yellow Pages. No other book can match it. A Bell Atlantic company.
On the next Live, the dashing debonair Omar Sharif.
Plus the ageless Dick Clark and British pop star Lisa Stansfield online.
Monday at 9.
Right here on Channel 7.
Jeopardy! Sound the Roadrunner would make while...
What's beep beep?
Beep beep. Yep. What's as much fun as you think?
Jeopardy! Tomorrow night at 7, right here on Channel 7.
Okay, Tom Ruin will punt it away. And Davis Smith is standing on his own 21-yard line for the Knights. And this one is almost blocked. Smith calls for the fair catch at the 27. Tough day, Walter Wilson. And a tough day for our buddy on the sidelines, Nate Blizzard. Nate, you all right? You okay, babe?
A little bit of a shiner.
Yep.
He'll be big time in school tomorrow.
Hey, he's a warrior.
How'd you get your shiner? Oh, Wilson. I was fooling my man Wilson. He went up to catch a pass, and I got in his way.
Blizzard will be back, though. He will return to play.
He'll be back. He's taking some licks this year.
Boy, he's the same guy that got hurt in San Antonio.
He's the MVP of the ball boys. Right now, he gets the award.
Yep. Let some of that World League bonus money. Give it to him. This is Wilkerson with a nice bit of running. And Wilkerson has got some room on the outside, down to the 44-yard line, and pushed up by Jason Wallace.
Knocked out of bounds by Jason Wallace.
Gotta love this World League. Last week in New York, we had Tony the T-Man. And this week, the battered, bruised warrior, Mr. Blizzard.
Jason Wallace is the injured.
It's a tough circuit, but somebody's got to do it.
Earlier today, Tom Ruin was credited.
We got a timeout on the field. And the Knights lead the Glory 27-17.
Most guys kick back on the weekends. Jack, on the other hand, good. So, how do you feel?
Ready to rock and roll.
Only one beer has the taste as genuine as the people who drink it. Budweiser.
Tomorrow,
we're sleeping in.
In a world of sweeping changes, there is one certainty. The financial strength of the rock. The Prudential Rock Solid.
Anything you can handle, we can handle. Yokohama high-performance tires.
I know I should use a tartar control toothpaste, but mine tasted too strong.
Introducing mild-tasting Tartar Control Crest Smooth Mint Gel.
You were right about that crest. My mouth thanks you.
It's tough on tartar, soft on you.
He shocked the racing world when he captured the Kentucky Derby. Now Lily T goes after the second jewel of the Triple Crown, the Preakness Stakes, live Saturday on ABC Sports.
Just getting underway here in the fourth quarter in Columbus, Ohio. I'm Mark Jones along with Julia Moran and Tim Brandt. It's 27-17. The Knights lead the Glory. And we've had a few players shaken up in the last few minutes. Reggie Slack is out. Suffered a dislocated finger on his throwing hand. And Pat O'Hara was also injured. Suffered a dislocated shoulder. And here's the backup, the understudy, Peterson, complete to Monty Gilbert at the 41. He's tackled by Darren Hughes.
Darren Hughes makes the tackle for Ohio. 6 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Well, coming up next on ABC Sports, it's back-to-back auto racing excitement. First, the Indy cars take to the Brickyard and resume their quest for speed as qualifying for the Indy 500 continues. Then, from NASCAR's fastest track, top drivers go bumper to bumper in equally matched cars. It's round 2 of the International Race of Champions. That's next on ABC Sports. Peterson finds Kip Lewis, and Lewis is going to go. Honey Dip Kip, say hello. 41 yards for the score.
Peterson's pass is complete to Kip Lewis for a nice touchdown.
And oh my, does that hurt Ohio. Kip Lewis, the team's leading receiver, strikes again.
Came into the game with 29 receptions. Had a hamstring problem that really bothered him last year, but watch this. They drag him, comes underneath the coverage, but now watch the burst of speed. Watch him kick out. Just outruns Aaron Ruffin, 33. Hughes took a shot at him, 21, and Lewis dances into the end zone.
And Kendall Traynor misses the extra point. You can't blink, I'm telling you. If you blink, you'll miss something. 33-17. Long road back for Ohio.
Well, you're stuck here.
Where's here?
This is Lake Edna.
Lake Edna?
Hammer.
We gotta make this wait a minute. Sound like it's gonna be another one of those.
Isn't that? Sure looks like it. That's that new KFC honey barbecue chicken.
KFC honey barbecue fried chicken. Something new in Lake Edna or your neck of the woods.
For tires, there's only one name I look up to.
America's #1 name in tires, and it's one tire store that I trust, is now at America's #1 tire store. Goodyear comes to Sears, and all Goodyear Eagles at Sears are on sale. Save up to 25%.
What could be more American? Goodyear at Sears.
All Eagles now on sale at Sears, America's #1 tire store.
Who's going to back you better than Sears?
The actual size of a Jolly Rancher candy is 3/4 of an inch by 3/4 of an inch square. But the actual taste of a Jolly Rancher candy is immeasurable. Jolly Rancher candy, the great taste of fruit squared.
For these drivers, there's only one goal, to make the field in the world's greatest auto race. The Indianapolis 500 time trials continue next on ABC Sports.
Mouse Davis firing up the troops on the sidelines. Hey, Mouse, chill out. You're up big time. 33-17. Adam Walker on the 6. Walker keeps those legs churning out to the 34-yard line. Tackled by Cecil Fletcher. 28 yards on the kickoff return.
Stopped by Cecil Fletcher and
But Tim, we talked earlier here in Columbus. about Jimmy Jackson deciding to go pro. I tell you, the professional sports leagues have raided the cupboard here. They got Alonzo Spellman the week before that, too.
How about Minor out at USC decided this past week to turn pro and forego his final year?
Baby Jordan. A huge NBA draft coming up in June. Probably as deep as the one in '84, or close to it. Laufenberg hits Rasul. Amir Rasul goes down to the 44-yard line into Knight's territory and tackled by Dan Land. But a nice pickup of 22 yards.
Babe made that pass. He was being tackled even as he threw the football.
Clock running with 13 minutes to play. Laufenberg looks like he got crossed up. He tried to hit Duval Glover. Right now, let's go downstairs to Julie, standing by with a posse of friends.
Okay, I just wanted you to take a look at this shot. I look like Andre the Giant here. Why? Because 6 of the 7 Knights wideouts are under 5'10". Now, I'm 5'10". Mouse Davis says, I don't care how tall they are as long as they're fast. And these guys can fly.
Julie's kids. Oh, boy. Small but big on heart and big on talent. Babe Laufenberg. Down in a pile at the 50. Joe Brunson is the first guy there.
We were talking earlier in this ball game about getting Amir Rasul out free and ice him up. He was open that time and I didn't see him.
Let's listen in to Larry Little.
It'll be 3rd and 16.
Look at Rasul, the bottom of your screen.
Come on, babe. Babe.
Poor Larry. Excedrin headache 48. Phil Logan catches the pass on the far sideline. Now, Tim, getting back to the Alonzo Spellman and Jimmy Jackson situation, I'll tell you, a lot of underclassmen starting to leave early.
4th down, Mark, they're going to go for it here.
4th and 4. Laufenberg. Oh, man. He got rocked.
He got rocked, but I'm not sure that the Knights weren't offsides here. There is a flag. We'll see if they were drawn off.
Joe Johnson.
If it was the Knights, Mark, that'll be a 1st down.
Yeah.
Defense, number 75, offsides, 5-yard penalty, 1st down.
That's big. That's big. Watch him jump. No question, it's Anthony Butts who came across too early.
But what a hit on Duval Glover. Babe Laufenberg trying to get something going here with just under 12 minutes remaining in the ball game. Rasul on the draw, fumbles it. Did he get it back? No. Belanda Newton has the pill. Pass. Tried to set up a screen, but Wilkerson couldn't get free. Like I was saying, practice after practice last year, that man, Mouse Davis, started to notice that some of the footballs were disappearing after practice.
Peterson's pass is incomplete.
And he had to stop things and get the guys together, a little team meeting, and ask some people to fess up. The guys, your gym bags are a little big after practice. What's going on here? They did find them. Did get them back. Tim, what's that in your bag?
Easy now, easy.
Incomplete pass tonight, a must-see ABC world premiere movie event. Stephanie Zimbalist stars in Sexual Advances tonight at 9/8 Central on ABC. It's 9 Eastern, 8 Central. Next week, it's the Barcelona Dragons for the New York, New Jersey Nets. And after that, it's the Montreal Machine
Knight's in command here right now. Just trying to melt that clock.
Getting the J-O-B-D-O-N-E. Motion on the defense. Peterson going upstairs. And he overthrew Davis Smith, but there's a flag downfield.
Flag in the secondary, flag at the line of scrimmage.
Intended for Davis Smith.
Peterson coming in the second half and firing for a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. We're going to take a quick timeout. Still got more to go. 33-17.
In case you need to push your truck, Yokohama high-performance light truck tires.
I'm not exactly known for being subtle, so I told Sprint the phone card had too many complicated numbers. Well, they fixed that. The new phone card has fewer numbers to dial, and the card number is even based on my home.
There's a celebration going on at Nobody Beats the Whiz. It's our sweet 16th birthday, and we're rocking with our main music marathon. Everything is on.
Well, you're stuck here.
Where is here?
This is Lake Edna.
Lake Edna?
Hammer.
Wait a minute. Sound like it's gonna be another one of those.
Isn't that? Sure looks like it. That's that new KFC honey barbecue chicken.
Yo, this is one of those records when the
KFC Honey Barbecue Fried Chicken. Something new in Lake Edna or your neck of the woods.
Oh, it's 33-17, 10:37 to go. We're going to say goodbye. The Indy time trials are next from the Brickyard in Indianapolis. But we will be updating you on both our World League games. San Antonio is playing Barcelona, and we'll update you on this one, Ohio and the Knights.
Jim Crawford, Michael Andretti, Eddie Cheever all going after it out at Indy this afternoon, trying to qualify for that pole.
That's right. Step on the pedal and put it to the middle. I'm Mark Jones. For Julie Moran and Tim Brent, happy Mother's Day, everyone. Hope you enjoyed it. Come on back next week for more World League action on ABC.
Coming up next, the world's fastest cars are looking to burn up the old Brickyard. The annual quest for speed continues at the Indianapolis 500 time trial. Live next. World League Football has been brought to you by Yokohama Tires. Advanced technology on wheels. By Edge Shaving Gel. For less irritation, you've got the edge. And by Budweiser, the king of beers with that clean, crisp, cold taste. Nothing beats a Bud. This has been a presentation of ABC Sports, recognized around the world as the leader in sports television.
A promotional fee has been paid to ABC by United Airlines. Come fly the friendly skies.
Sexual harassment on the job. It can happen to anyone. It can happen to you.
You want to do it before we go back to the office?
There's got to be a way to get the man to stop. Nobody in that building's going to support you.
Where has he touched you the other times?
Stephanie Zimbalist, Sexual Advances, Sunday.
There's a celebration going on at Nobody Beats the Whiz. It's our sweet 16th birthday, and we're rocking with our main music marathon. Everything is on sale in our music department. Every label is on sale. Every artist is on sale. Every title is on sale. Everything from country western to R&B. Everything from jazz to classical. Everything from rap to rock and roll. Everything is on sale in our music department during the main music marathon at Nobody Beats the Whiz.
You're taking a few clients out to dinner. No big deal. And then 4 more show up. Not the time to run into some preset limit on a bank card. That would be embarrassing. But you know you can handle this. Instead of worrying, you order more wine. The card, the American Express card. Don't leave home without it.
At Acura, we believe that a luxury sedan should appeal to a driver's appreciation of soft leather, fine wood, and beautiful stretches of asphalt. The Acura Legend sedan.
Happy Mother's Day from all of us at Channel 7.
The following is a special presentation of ABC Sports.
The path to fame and fortune waits. Qualifications are underway. The process will choose only 33. The 33 best. Each faces a 2.5-mile stretch of Indiana asphalt. A 10-mile run that's never a Sunday drive. The road winds in front of thousands of people and between concrete walls. A mistake here is costly. In practice yesterday, Hiro Matsushita stepped inches over the line. The result was devastating to man and machine. Hiro suffered a broken thigh, but is otherwise okay. Jim Crawford was the focus. The fastest man of all had his speed pull up lane. The engine was gone in a haze of smoke, but it was only practice, and time was on Jim's side. With the precision of a Broadway chorus line, they pulled the ailing engine and plugged in a new one. Within minutes, the car was fresh and ready, only to wait until today. For the moment, the qualifying glory would go to another green car. Jim's teammate Roberto Guerrero ignored a slowing track and blistered circuits faster and faster to record the ultimate laps. But how long will Roberto and Katie Guerrero's smiles last? Jim Crawford is still waiting. From the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, it's the second day of time trials, qualifications for the 76th running of the Indianapolis 500-mile race. Hello and welcome to Indy. I'm Paul Page, and we have had a most busy but disjointed weekend of time trials here. There are a good many stories, and we're going to try to tell them all for you. Now, those of you that are aware, you may remember that at the end of the day yesterday, we had a good many cars qualified, but there were still 4 key players. Eddie Cheever, Danny Sullivan, Michael Andretti, and the fastest man on the track in the month of May, Jim Crawford, still with an opportunity to run for the pole. So that set the stage for this day. And the action began during the morning's warm-up session. On the track, it was Tony Bentonhausen in the number 16 car. A show of vapor at the right rear of the car, and then suddenly, Bentonhausen was into the wall. But these cars are super strong, and they protect the driver whenever possible. And despite sliding to the infield grass, as soon as the emergency vehicles were there, Tony Bentonhausen climbed out of the car. Now let's go back and take a look at this accident as he slides sideways, and you can see the impact angle with the car and the wall is almost flat. That's the key factor here, because that kept any serious injury from happening in this accident with Tony Bentonhausen. Now let's take a look at the grid as it was at the end of the day yesterday, with Roberto Guerrero on the provisional pole, then Mario Andretti, Arie Luyendyk on the outside. In the second row, Gary Bentonhausen, Scott Brayton, and Rick Mears. The third row, Bobby Rahal, Emerson Fittipaldi, Al Unser Jr. In the fourth row, Stan Fox, John Andretti, rookie Eric Bachelard. The fifth row, Philip Gosch, another rookie, Scott Pruitt, and John Paul Jr.
The 6th row, Paul Tracy driving for Roger Penske, Jeff Andretti, and the Canadian driver, Scott Goodyear. That's the starting grid at the end of time trials yesterday. So the action began at 12 noon here. Let's take you back to the very first run of the day with Danny Sullivan as Bobby Unser, Sam Posey, and I called it.
Brack, he was originally scheduled to qualify yesterday. The reason he didn't is fairly complex. Here's Gary Gerald.
And alongside is Rick Gallus, one of the owners with Maury Cranes of that car. We know that Guerrero brought out the yellow light. Danny didn't get a chance to come in and used up too much fuel. Was it simply a matter of time?